Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, just so be right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you for pulling up on me. What's going on, man? Shout out everybody in the building, bro. Shout out to Mr. Porter in the building, man. Hey, man, shout out to him, bro. Hey, I had my man baptized in the battle of Black Twitter, man. Shout out, man. My boy did good, man. He did real good, man. He put on strong. All right. He put on strong for LA, man, for Cali, for the West Coast, man. He put on, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Nice Sharp in the building. Ali the Great. Batman, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. I'm gonna get to you and I'm gonna acknowledge your membership, brother. Just being jazzy, what's up? Batman, what I thought I was already. Okay, no problem. DJ Fireproof, Lady Quantum. Drop the link. Well, just for you, brother. Hey, let's go. Hey, man. Honored guest, man. We unexpected honored guest. Let's do it, man. This is just for Mr. Porter, man. Just for Mr. Porter. Mr. Porter, pull up. Let's do it, man. Starting it off with a bang. So before he gets up there, man, just a little context or whatever. So first and foremost, rest in peace to the young man that lost his life. He was a football player from that area. Here you go. Yo, what up? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. It's an echo, but I can't hear you. Let me see if I can fuck with your mic real quick. Give me a second. Echo.
I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Say something now. I think you're good now. I had to hit your echo cancellation. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Or you can't hear him? Put a 1 if y'all can hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. Okay. Yeah.
I can't hear. How do I hear?
You hear me? I can hear you now. Can you still hear me?
Let me try to get on my other phone.
I schedule my shifts. With Rhythm Energy's Power Shift electricity plan, it's easy. I just shift.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He can't hear me.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little delay, but I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You listen to me on YouTube though, not your phone.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Yeah, that's an echo. You can't
It's a
do it
little
that way.
delay, but I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Just drop out and come back in.
You listen to
Come
me
back.
on YouTube though, not
Drop
your
out and
phone.
come back in.
On YouTube. I can't. I don't know why it's not working on my phone. I don't know why it's not letting me.
Yeah, drop out and come back in. Oh, look at the message. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, drop out and come back in, bro.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's still what's name though? Cause I hear it in the background. Just come
What
back. Just
now?
come back. I'm gonna kick you and hit the link again.
All right.
I need the one here. Because what's the name actually said it?
Got you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Great, perfect.
Man. You done started some shit, boy. You a cold nigga, bro. Especially for like targeting specific. It's California. How do you say California as a whole, bro? When it's
No,
a
I've
small
been said
population
this.
of gang members, nigga.
You know I've been said this, brother. You know I've been said this.
But as a whole, though, you represented California as a whole as just the degradation of niggas, of niggadom. Come on, man.
All right, so who name the places that have the most influence over niggas?
Look, influence. See, so this is my thing with influence, right? Why can't you be influenced by something positive? Why do niggas gotta find the shittiest part of the city to be influenced and let it dictate their life to where they are now gang members and killing niggas, then revert back to blaming California?
You're not
That's
helping your
fucking
case,
crazy.
brother.
That's
You're
crazy,
not helping
bro.
your case, but I agree.
How am I not helping my case?
Because you are giving credence to the same exact thing that I'm talking about. I don't know why niggas are unable to take the positive and leave the negative, why we choose the negative first, but that's what niggas do. So understanding that's what niggas do, all the gang banging shit came from where?
Where's the accountability though?
What you mean?
For the people of other states. Why do you guys choose to follow the negative part of a small portion of men in California?
Well, hold on. Well, my understanding is those men from California migrated to these other places and introduced the whole concept.
So so people just automatically follow niggas that they don't know just because they think it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the
so
time.
but at the end of the day, whose fault is that, bro? We got choices, right? Everybody has 24 hours to make their choice to choose if they want to be a gang member or not. But look, this is beside the point. Why are we acting like we can't pull up highlight reels of other places killing innocent people? Didn't this nigga just walk into a store and shoot 2 black women that they didn't need to have a conversation with in the South?
After no, whoa. That's not on us, brother. That was Detroit, brother. That was Detroit. That's not the South at all. I think Detroit is considered the Midwest. Okay, that's the Midwest. That's them Detroit niggas.
My whole problem is I don't care about niggas criticizing gangbanging because it's stupid. But to make it seem like California is the sole reason why the country is in fucking shambles with gang violence and stuff like that. Niggadom. Okay, but that's crazy, bro. I feel like that's disingenuous to y'all, and y'all just wanted to get y'all shit off on Cali.
Bruh, and I'm telling you, bro, and that's what I'm saying, right? So you got again, so first, so let's go back, let's rewind a little bit. So the 2 most influential people for like black culture would be LA, New York, right? Either or. Okay. We agree, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Now, if we want to get into it, then we start talking about other things, right? Gang culture, LA. Okay. Gangster rap, LA. All right. A lot of the shit that seems that, you know, be at the top of the list of niggadom come from y'all. Now, I'm not saying other places don't got that, because if we want to get into even, you know, the infamous crack epidemic, where did that start? Cali.
Come on, man. It's outside forces that made that happen as well. So we can't let's not go all the way into that. Like
I got you. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with any of those things, brother. I understand it. But y'all chose to partake in the shit, bro. and then it spreads from y'all the origin, bro. So you gotta hold that, bro.
That's
You gotta hold
hey,
it.
look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but my thought and my process is we're all grown ass men. Why are
Understood.
we continuing to follow the trend of children? I said it about California gangbangers. Gangbangers was made by 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. Why are we still not we? Because I don't gangbang, and a lot of people, a majority of my friends don't
Yeah,
gangbang. But
majority of Cali people
why are
don't gang,
people still
honestly,
following the rules of children that were made by children?
bro. I listen, and I don't
That's
know. And
across
then
the board, though. That's not
I
California.
got you.
That's across the board everywhere.
I got you. I got you. But the problem is, again, and because you know what I'm saying, this is where we get into home team politics. Y'all defending this shit, man, because it's home.
I'm not. Look, I just told you I denounce gangbanging. But
I
my
got you.
thing is, we not gonna just put LA on the map as the bullshit place of the origins of the world, nigga. We're not
I
gonna do
don't.
that. We're not gonna do
Listen, man,
that.
brother. I'm
We're not
telling.
gonna make it seem like it's only dangerous for black people
Well, it's
in
not only
California.
though. I'm not saying only because, like you said, hey, Atlanta horrible. All the gay shit that used to be in LA or used to be not LA, but used to be in San Francisco. That's like the home. But see, that's another thing too. Now I said Cali, but motherfuckers act like I made it and I turned it into it. I said Cali. Okay, so in my defense, it's Cali like, as a whole and what we know. So that's LA, Compton, the Bay. What? The Bay is like Oakland, right? Oakland is the Bay, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
So those,
I don't
yeah.
really understand the Bay.
Long Beach, all
Yeah.
that shit, right? What we know, then like you said, we are outsiders. So all we know is what y'all tell us, what y'all show us, and so on and so forth. I knew a nigga that was from where he said, where is it from? Is it Springfield, California, or Bakersfield? No, Bakersfield.
Okay.
There was one dude that was in Bakersfield, California. He said, "Hell yeah, man, I'm from the motherfucking hard streets of Bakersfield, California." He would joke about it, but before he said it, I never even know Bakersfield was a fucking city in Cali. You feel me?
Right.
So of course, there's places outside of that, but to us, the only shit that exists, nigga, when you go to LA, nigga, hey, Crenshaw and all this other shit, you know, all the shit we hear about, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, you know, come on, man,
Yeah.
Snoop and Dre.
I
Bro,
get you, but it's a false narrative, bro. It's a false narrative. You can go and be in California, and people are going to bother you. Gangbangers know who the gangbangers are.
Listen, remember, I was there. I went there for the Laker game. I went to
Okay.
the Laker. I went to the hood, right? So I'd
Right.
have no issues. I had no problem. I didn't get pressed, but at the same time, all I had on was Laker shit. So clearly, I was a tourist.
Right.
You feel me?
Fair.
So I'm not saying that, you know, but it's other people with other stories. You feel me?
No, I mean, I need to hear him. I don't know anybody that has like a. Oh, I got.
A nigga. He was a Georgia nigga. He was a Georgia nigga, and I think he said he had on a old school Braves hat. He said that because they put it up there to support it.
Okay.
He had on an old school Braves hat, and like that's the funny but weird shit to me, right? Well, hold on, my bad. And I apologize, brother, on behalf of me.
Look, no.
It's
weird. It's how you say weird, nigga. Like the way you weird ass Cali niggas.
My bad. See, so I'm officially cuz blood, all that shit, dead homies. My bad for saying weird with emphasis. I forgot you, nigga. It's a sensitive word for you, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, it's a sensitive word for you, Cali niggas. So my bad. But no, so it's just crazy to me, bro. Nigga, how the fuck I got on a Georgia hat? And LA gangbangers make that a part of their shit. It don't make sense.
Bro, things are regional, bro. Things are regional, bro. You got to take hold of the rules of the land, man. We can't go to places and want to act the way we want to act and think it should be okay. If I go to Rome and start doing shit that they don't find is okay in public, but it's not illegal, they're gonna fucking shun me, nigga. Like,
yeah, but hold on, but that's what I'm saying. So clearly, if I got on a hat that say "fuck Rome" or "fuck Greece" or whatever, that's clear disrespect.
Okay.
But if I got on some shit that's just from my culture and normal shit or whatever, where I've never had an issue or a problem, and I would never think that me wearing a Georgia hat in Rome could bring me smoke or problems with getting pressed. I'm just minding my business. I'm not being even halfway intentionally. And it shouldn't have to be an itinerary for something as crazy as a hat, though, bro. That's the whole thing. The hat shit is what just set it off, bro. Like the colors and shit, I can understand. Everybody know Crips, Bloods, and so on and so forth. But then I know it's like derivatives and shit or whatever. Niggas know that those rules, nigga. Don't wear red or blue if you visiting motherfucking Cali, nigga.
Which is not even a real thing, bro. Like the color, like it's not. Like this is the thing. We're literally going off of what Say Cheese said, bro. You can't.
Hold on. I gotta refute that one too, brother. Nope. Say Cheese.
Well said it.
Hold on. And that's it. Y'all now y'all owe Say Cheese an apology.
Okay,
Because this is where Say Cheese got it from.
Who said this though? Because
An
how can
actual
you,
brother, an actual news,
Brent High School
certified
star.
news, New York Post, brother, and look at what this.
This is my thing though, bro.
The 19th.
How
so
do
Say Cheese got it from here.
I can't hear
For
you no
his
more.
hat.
I don't know what happened.
Not dead
And
for
my
his
shit
hat.
is connected to my phone.
You can't see it?
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me again?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, this is for the New York Post, bro. Say Cheese got it from the New York Post. So Say
This
Cheese
is
just put
okay.
this
New
out
York Post is New York Post considered a tabloid? Please Google and see if it's considered a
No, New York
tabloid
Post
because
is
I believe it
considered
is.
real news, brother. New York Post
It's
is
considered a
news,
tabloid, bro.
brother.
Hey, pull up on Google right now. Prove me wrong.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Is New York Times a tabloid? Because this is my thing, bro. This was a shooting that happened at 10 p.m. Somebody said that the dude drove up, they heard a massive shots and tires skirting. How do we know it's because of a nigga with a hat on? If that was the case, did the shooter stop and say, "Hey, you guys, he had a Hoover hat on, so I shot his ass"? Did they leave a message? Did they leave a note? How do we know this is the reason that this man got shot?
So the apparently he was with his girlfriend.
Okay.
He was with his girlfriend, and the family has spoken or whatever because they said something to him. I'll put a story up so you can see the whole thing. But I'm guessing all and like this stuff came from people that was around him or close to the situation.
Speculation. That's what it's
Well,
called.
I don't know if you can't say the girlfriend speculating though.
How does the girlfriend know? How does the girlfriend know what gang member shot him? Like, how does she know where he was from or anything like that? If this was a dude that drove by the car, shot in the car, then burned off, how do we know this? Where are we getting this from? This bro. This don't make sense, and you know it don't make sense, especially if that's how the incident took place. If I pull up to you, dump out your window, and hit the gas, how do you know what my transgression was? I just killed you. I didn't say bitch ass Hoover or anything of the sort. I just smashed off. So that's what I'm saying. Like, all this is from speculation, and then this whole Cali niggas are weird because of the hat shit is all from literal speculation. And did you see if the New York Times was a tabloid?
Pause. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It says it's both though. It says it counts as both, but it says a tabloid. It said it is counted as real news, but it does have sensationalized topics and headlines and so on and so forth. So it says both.
That's all I'm saying, man. Let's get some real sources in this mug before we just fire off the hip.
No, well, I got you. Let's see. So let's go to the real news and let's see what the real news guys say about it. Let's see. Let's go to the real news.
The real news is going to say they have no leads and no sources.
Yeah, but this is 3 days after the fact too.
Okay, we could double check now.
Let's see.
But from the last time I checked on it, there was no leads, no sources. So this Hoover hat thing is just poppycock at the end of the day. Who knows why this man was shot? I mean, honestly, the area that he was shot at was a high traffic war area right there. People, they have a war going on over there. And he could have just been mistaken identity, which I feel like is more than likely what it was, which is still a tragedy. And I don't feel niggas should be killing each other, bro. So I'm not promoting gangbanging or defending gangbanging. But I'm just saying to put it on every nigga in Cali is crazy. Like, what are we supposed to do as normal people to stop gangbanging?
Well, I don't know. Turn them niggas in.
Snitch. Tell. Oh my God.
Oh, let's see.
One more time. Of a promising high school athlete and top scholar who hoped football would help him rise above the troubled streets of Compton, where he grew up.
Yeah, but tonight, those streets have claimed his life after a gunman shot him down. And now deputies and his family need help catching his killer.
CBS LA's Lori Perez live in Compton tonight with details of the shooting and how the community is responding. Lori?
Yes, people who knew William Leapart say he wasn't just a good kid and a good football player. He was really extraordinary. That's why his youth football coach says his death isn't just sad, it is stunning. Cherishing old church videos and pictures now, William Leapart's family isn't ready to speak, but they were eager tonight to share a look at him at his peak. Raised in Compton, he transferred. Graduating in 2024 from Tustin High School with a 3 GPA, smiling from ear to ear on the very field he lit up as a pass catcher for the Tillers football team. Some of his former teammates practicing today and no doubt remembering him. In announcing his death, the team's social media post said he set the standard of a student athlete. Tustin's principal adding in a statement, he was a kind, hardworking student who was loved by his teammates and coaches. Words are insufficient to describe the heartbreak. Investigators say the 19-year-old was killed in a shooting just before 10 last Thursday night. Sheriff's deputies called to South Stanford Avenue in Compton say when they arrived, Leopart's car had crashed into a telephone pole. He was found dead inside, according to the medical examiner, shot in the head.
William was a standout child.
Family friend and Leopart's former youth coach, Curtis Spiderloak Williams, says he knew Leopard.
All right, so now you got to explain
Spiderloak. That's who we got.
Spiderloak.
That's who we got.
Spiderloak.
Yes, that's his name, Spiderloak. We have Spiderloak standing up for. I mean, no, nothing against him. I don't think that. I hope the kid wasn't a bad kid. I don't know, but I also do know other gangbangers that died that play football. And I'm not saying this is the case, but when they die, they always become the martyr. They the saint. They were the best people helping old ladies across the street and all that type of stuff. Not saying that this is him, but I've heard this story over and over when niggas were treacherous in the streets and they die and they play football. They get the good side of them, not the bad side. Not saying that this is him at all. No disrespect to him, none of that. But like I said, bro, it's kind of murky, and it still has not been any real legitimate source that said he was killed because of a hat.
Hart had talent immediately, even as a little boy.
William wasn't a hefty dude, but he played big.
Family tells us the teen was starting community college this fall and working as a caregiver in a home for the elderly.
This was a young man that was definitely not involved in anything that we would consider. It's just the most shocking thing possible. It's just, it blows my mind.
Williams has a podcast focused on urban entertainment and often tough issues. Crime close to home will soon be a topic, he says, again.
Our babies definitely need to be able to feel safe driving in our communities at any time of night, any daytime.
Now, investigators say they have not yet made any arrests, nor do they have any information on possible suspects. We are live in Compton tonight. I'm Lori Perez. Back to you.
Lori, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It kind of leaves it in the air, bro. Still no real like ending or
the motive, the true motive of it, right? So I'll give credit to this, right? Because like I said, but so again, New York Post posted it, Say Cheese reposted or whatever, right? So like I said, clickbaity headline, right? The thing though, like I said, what it still boils down to at the end of the day is that some of the toughest gang culture and policies and politics, quote unquote, resides with you guys, right? I know outside of y'all,
Chicago.
Chicago, y'all in Chicago, the only two left that are like hotbeds for like, known gang activity, whatever, you can't do this, you can't do that, whatever. Yeah. I mean,
didn't Thug beat a Rico?
Yeah, but Thug
for
was
gang violence. Wasn't that gang violence?
Yeah, but that wasn't traditional.
Their blood, right? Their blood.
Yeah, but it was more so what's the name shit. Bloods don't beef with Crips like that in what's the name? That's some record label shit and so on and so forth. So
it was bloods, right?
Not, huh?
Isn't Lucci a blood too? Wasn't they beefing? Wasn't they killing, shooting each other mamas and shit like that?
I don't think Lucci no blood. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't okay. Lucci then was on some other shit. It was really, that's why you say a lot of these record labels and shit down here turn, criminality into business. But I forget what Lucci's affiliated, but I don't think Lucci affiliated with blood shit. But either way, yeah. Even still, like you can go, you don't go to Atlanta, you gotta worry about hat politics or color politics or anything. Niggas or whatever the fuck they want to wear in Atlanta.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? In Georgia, period.
Okay.
But so and then Chicago, if we got a Chicago representative, a person here know Chicago culture or whatever. I've never heard of you not being able to, certain colors, certain things, and so on and so forth. I just think with them, it's just like you just known to stay away from certain neighborhoods if you're not from around there. And it's more so like a neighborhood thing than even, GDBD, whatever, so on and so forth. You feel me?
But it's all incorporated into the same thing. It's just a little more add-ons to it for California, right? people say, "Oh, we don't bang colors, we don't bang things like that, or wear hats," but they bang blocks, they bang numbers. The enemy's around the corner. So just because we have insignia that's added onto our gangs that are NFL and NBA logos, it doesn't really make it less or more. You know what I'm saying? Or does it? Or does it? Because from my understanding, it's all the same. It's just different things that are added on or took.
So shout out to Nice Charms. Let's go here, right? So I know I remember this shit, right? I'm from Georgia, I'm from Macon. So Macon had folks, Crips, Bloods. Folks was what the people would know to be like gangster disciples or whatever. So folks, Crips, Blood, and that's pretty much it. Those like the three main gangs or whatever. And then of course, like you said, within that you had like little neighborhood gangs. The better situation would be here, right? So Jacksonville don't really do none of the Blood, Crip shit, so on and so forth. But like you said, they hood bang or they street bang, right?
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing with what Young and Ace and what's the name of them and shit.
Right. So that's my thing. It's like people are trying to make it seem like, oh, you guys bang colors. That's so stupid. Well, nigga, y'all bang blocks. That's the same. That's the same type of stupid. Like,
but this is what I'm saying, though, right? So here though, you never gotta worry about getting pressed for what you got on. Is what we saying. So Cali said, huh?
I said unless it's jewelry, then crime is everywhere, bro. Niggas gonna press you.
But gang banger niggas not robbing niggas. That's robbers.
I thought they were all inclusive. I thought that was like a.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. But you got robbers that have absolutely no affiliation. It's way more non-gang banging robbers than, you know, you feel me? It's maybe more nigga that just rob with no affiliation whatsoever than, you know, it's niggas that put pistols on motherfuckers. They got no colors, no hats, no flags, nothing. They just
well, doesn't that make the level of degeneracy worse? Because they don't even have a mission behind this. They just freeballing, killing and robbing niggas. Like,
nigga, I see what you're trying to do, but listen, this is not about that. There's always gonna be crime. We understand this. Crime is gonna exist regardless. What we're saying is, you guys have fucking branded it and made separation and delineation as to where. Oh, another thing. I'm glad we're here. Check it in, nigga.
God, bro. That be y'all niggas' fault, bro. You don't have to check in. Rappers don't gotta check in.
Cali created it.
Huh?
Cali created checking in.
Bro, no, one man in California created it, and he's facing 600 years. He's facing 600 years. Big U. Niggas only check in. But he started it, nigga, and then everybody picked it up as a trend. Everybody picked it up as a trend.
All right, so that's what I'm saying.
Bro, y'all didn't have to do that. Just like Wack 100. Look. This is perfect. You said that, right? Wack 100 said that him and his team had to drop on 50 Cent, right? Had to drop on him. 50 didn't check in. 50 didn't call him. He said they came up on him, and then he noticed that they had 8 Navy SEALs around him protecting him. 50 didn't check in. That's what y'all niggas choose to do. You can go to the hotel, go back, get some food, go have some fun, go back to the hotel. You don't got to go to the hood and check in. That's them niggas' choice. Come on, bro. Everybody got choices, man. We got to be accountable, bro.
Listen,
if I come to Florida, I ain't checking in with a motherfucker.
we regular niggas. So I understand that. What I'm saying, though, like you said earlier, right? When in Rome, do what the Romans do. So if the standard there is if you're a famous nigga, you a rapper nigga, especially, and I guess it only applies to rappers for the most part, right? Rappers or whatever. They don't fuck with actors. They don't fuck with athletes or whatever, so on and so forth. But if you a rapper nigga, or you like nowadays, even you know, like a social media influencer or some shit, right? Nigga, you gotta check in.
No, you don't. But the thing is, you don't. But the thing is, the rappers and social media influencers get what's the word? I can't think of it. It's like pub hype. What's clout? They get clout from being with the gangbangers and being with the killers and gorillas. So they choose to do it, and then it goes wrong, nigga. You ain't finna use me for my clout and not give me no bread. So it's an equal exchange, bro. These niggas are making the conscious choice to do that. They're not being forced to check in. That is something that they're doing to benefit them, to make them look like the toughest, roughest niggas. They can go wherever they want. Come on, bro. Let's be real.
Well, no, I got if you're going out there for that, the fucking mix and mingle with Bloods, Crips, or whatever the gang shit may be, yeah.
That's usually what it is, bro.
That's what, but niggas done been robbed out there, bro. That had nothing to do with nothing. Remember, Dolph got shot out there.
That's in-house beef, nigga. He didn't get shot by a nigga from LA for some LA shit. That was some in-house beef. I ain't gonna speak on that shit.
LA got the strongest fucking gun laws in the fucking country, nigga. Stop playing with me. Niggas not driving from no motherfucking Memphis to LA, nigga, with no pistols on them. So then if that shit happened, it happened to somebody that authorized it from there, more likely than not.
Somebody that authorized it from Memphis, you mean? And they call somebody for the hit? Just like Lil Durk is in? Like, because
no, right. No, you saying it right.
You know what I mean?
You saying it right, but then you know that Cali niggas got to put the work in there because niggas not driving.
That doesn't necessarily got to be a California man, bro. It could be a nigga that's living in California.
Okay,
that's with the bullshit and made that play.
Agree,
like you know, these are murder for hires, man. We can't blame that on the state.
Understood. Got you. But another one, this one right here is near and dear, right? And it just because they got my man fucking 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz don't fuck with none of the bullshit. 2 Chainz got robbed, bro.
Bro, you're liable to be robbed anywhere, though, man. like we know this. Come on, bro. It's not fair that you want to blame robberies on certain states.
Let's say this. So let's do this, right? So, out of all the places we name, right? Who has the most infamous or repeated cases of celebrities being robbed?
We have to look it up. Well, that's not fair. That's not a fair question.
How is it not fair?
Because celebrities live in California. This is the hub. Like, I mean, that's the hub for celebrities.
Out of pounders. Huh? Out of y'all, LA, clearly. LA, and nigga, you know what, another thing? I know it's not you, but you know what I just learned a couple of years back because what did y'all have out there? What was the last big event in Oakland area?
Oakland and LA are like foreigners from each other, so we don't really.
It's like a long ways away. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make the delineation and separation. Anyway, Oakland had something big that happened out there, right? And they was telling people, hey man, they heavy on the bipping out here. Bipping, niggas be bipping. Nigga, I never even heard the word bip in my life. I can't
even say what that mean either, bro.
So it's just like, bro, with y'all, it's out of the frying pan into the fire type shit. You feel me? And it's all y'all always been on that shit, nigga. Nigga, MC Hammer's a gang member, nigga.
He's reformed.
Hammer is one of the hardest niggas ever. Okay,
bro, it was popular, bro. Like it was popular in time, man. Like it was a different day.
California is so fucking just gangsterous or whatever you want to call it, nigga.
Niggas hate California, man.
One of the best dancers of all time, nigga, will get your ass motherfucking him the fuck up, man. Come on, man.
Hey, bro, that's everywhere, man. That's everywhere, man. It's probably a gangster nigga that can dance in Atlanta. Everywhere. It's probably a gangster nigga that can dance like a motherfucker in Georgia, nigga. Come on, man. What we doing, bro? Like, this is look. This is just the thing I want to say. This is a black problem. This isn't a California problem. This is us as a whole. Agreed. We have a degeneracy problem amongst black men throughout all 50 states that needs to be addressed. We are isolating this event to California because of these tabloids, these headlines. That's crazy.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next step. Okay, so now, right, and I agree. Black people across the board, as a whole, we have an issue with criminality. We have an issue with fucking with us and not fucking with nobody else. Because I was saying this when they just had the World Cup in Atlanta, right? Yeah. You ain't hear one word of motherfuckers getting pressed, getting whatever, getting robbed, getting motherfucking, smacked, pistol whipped, none of that shit. He had a couple motherfuckers that got to fighting, but that was like true fights. Nobody got robbed, nobody got whatever. Pretty much niggas have a handoff policy with non-niggas, right? And I say the way that we treat non-niggas is the way we should be treating each other. But for us, you feel me? We have like the strictest, most fucked up fucking things. And I gotta find a video, but that nigga said that shit on No Jumper.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, bro. That is, we are taking the smallest sample size of men and holding them. We're holding them to the gold standard, bro. Nigga, look. So let me tell you this, and this is no disrespect to nobody. Everybody wants to say, "Oh, California niggas let Mexican niggas spank them and whoop them." Bro, we used to practice. I don't gang bang, never did. We used to get our hands up by fighting Mexican niggas, bro. That was like a pretext before we fought real niggas, black people. So it's like they're saying all this stuff like we only target niggas and all. No, that's not the case, bro. They be putting light to fire on these Mexicans. Mexicans be firing us up back too. Not gonna say they don't, but it's a mutual exchange, bro. Niggas ain't just targeting niggas. That nigga said that. He a bitch ass nigga though. That's some bitch ass nigga shit, bro. That's not everybody's standard, dude. I'm just gonna be honest, man. Like that's the biggest false narrative I've been hearing is that black people don't approach or be aggressive with the other races they are, bro. They definitely are. Not like I said, I'm not pushing it. I'm not saying this is the right thing, that they're doing the right thing, but this is a false accusation. Like the hood is popping for sure.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Hold on. Now I just found somebody I gotta cook. Hold on. Be careful. Let me see real quick.
Please don't show me no Snoopy badass clip. Please
No,
don't
no,
show
no.
me none of these weird ass niggas that don't got shit going, that are rejects from the hood, that did some bad shit, that can't even go back to their hood, and they got the most to say about LA niggas and how they do things. They
Yeah,
are niggas that have been ran off.
it's me. I gotta cook. Hold on. Cook this nigga. Let me save this one.
But
Cool.
yeah, man, you put me in the blender with all these people on Twitter, bro. My shit has been in shambles.
Hey, man, you made, like I said, you made that decision, brother. You made that decision jumping that.
I was talking to you.
You
I was
did. You
talking to
did
you,
well.
and
You did
you
well, though,
abandoned
man.
you abandoned it. You abandoned the conversation and watched it from the clouds, nigga. You foul.
Listen, bro.
And then the nigga gonna DM me. The nigga gonna DM
fucking...
me and say some shit like, "Oh yeah, you had it with everybody, ain't you?" Yeah, okay, nigga.
Hey, man, this how it happened, bro. You say your shit, you get up out of there, bro. Leave that shit alone. But I got some niggas I gotta cook now, man. Anyway, because these niggas talking shit a little late. Okay, a little late. They talking shit a little late, man. Okay. Okay, got you. Yeah. All you niggas. Hold on, let me get this one too. Cool. All right, yeah. I got niggas out to come back and cook. But no, brother, hey man, I appreciate you for coming up, man. Yeah. I just wanted to cover this shit because, like I said, man, it's overall though, just the sentiments, like you were saying, the way we look at degeneracy and the way that we qualify the shit, it's fucked up across the board, right? Because I think that y'all niggas start putting up the things. Memphis is the murder capital of the world right now. They had that whole thing talking about the Dolph situation or whatever. Nigga was saying 40 niggas died over the Dolph shit. Counting. Like counting that you can actually attribute to the whole Dolph shit. 40 niggas got, send the motherfucking Uncle Charles over the Dolph shit, right?
They sliding.
Yeah, definitely sliding. Hell,
and then if we look at the stats again, right, we are like on a 50% decline in the last 50 years for murders in California, in LA specifically. I mean, in a lot of other states as well, I'll be fair, but in LA specifically, and then LA is not even top 20 on the murder rate list.
Yeah, but y'all got a big ass population too, so that plays a part in it. That plays a major part. But no, like you saying though, like niggas is definitely getting busy in other places.
Okay, yeah.
But appreciate you for coming up, bro.
I mess with you, Brody. I'm gonna mess with you.
For sure.
All right.
Yup. Hey, yeah, man. Shout out to my man, Mr. Porter, man, for coming up, man. I apologize if I didn't acknowledge y'all guys. I'm gonna acknowledge all the super chats and things right now. Give me a second. Shout out to my man Batman for becoming a member. Appreciate you for upgrading your membership, brother. Shout out to Spaces for the 2. Appreciate you. Maybe it's me, but bro reminds me of Wood Harris. Appreciate y'all, man, for the contributions. So yeah, man. The whole situation with the young man, right, just highlights all of this shit from LA gang culture that has spread out into the ethos and spread across the country. But to his point though, right? Like I can't even play this shit all the way through. But this is the state and unfortunately He just killed them 2 women randomly, man, and then just walked off like nothing happened. Casually walked the fuck off, bro, like it was nothing, dog. Casually walking off, bro, like nothing. He just killed 2 innocent women, bro. Absolutely nothing. Right? Dr. Umar wasn't wrong, bro.
From God!
A lot of these little niggas gonna have to be put to sleep.
From God!
Until we are cool, okay? Until we are cool and fine with you know, hey man, doing what needs to be done for these niggas, bro. Shit never gonna change. Yeah, man, you know. Happy birthday to a legend, man. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what the day is, man. Well, nice charm. That's what I'm saying, bro. And this is why I'm saying, you know, niggas was talking about pussy policing and all this other shit and la la la. And I'm still gonna do a thing on the Anthony Edwards situation because the other baby mama cashed out. The other baby mama cashed out on her thing, bro. She getting $14,000 a month, y'all. $14,000 a month. Crazy. Yeah, man. I told y'all, man. Oh, man. Yeah, shout out to my man Mike, man. Shout out to Mike, man. My bad. Shout out to Mike G for the 5, and shout out to Monique Davis, man. Hold on, let me get Mike G in here. Greatly appreciate your brother always supporting.
Ain't nothing but some money.
And shout out to Sister Monique for coming through with the 50 ball on the Cash Out, love. I greatly appreciate you.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
For good topic, we got to do better. Bro, that young man. Yeah, we went over that, bro. We understand now that it's it was like a clickbait situation or so on and so forth. Put on by the New York Post and then Say Cheese just picked it up. Okay. I don't know if you say that the parents confirmed that though, saying that it wasn't over a hat or whatever. Because my understanding was, I don't know if that was the same guy, but somebody spoke on the situation saying the way he was warned about going there. So I think it was a father. I'll try to find it from what I saw earlier. But either way it goes, bro. The point, even if it's not over a hat, it's over gang politics. If it wasn't over the hat, it's still over gang shit. Because you got warring gangs in the area and he's driving there and you don't know a mistaken identity and so on and so forth. So you end up getting killed over some shit that's got nothing to do with you. But the pre-existing climate and foundation is laid, is the point. You know? Yeah, man. And Joel Breeder, that's the thing. Listen, bro. I feel like, and I'm saying feel, you need to be able to put motherfucking life insurance policies on all these little street niggas, bro. Every last one of them. Every last one of them, bro. Because this shit crazy. But just this in itself, bro, this is why I say, and people don't understand how serious this shit is, bro. You got to have your head on swivel. Got to have your head on swivel. You got to be fucking looking out for this shit. You got to be aware. You got to be careful. Because niggas are really fucking out of their mind out this motherfucker, dog. Okay? Niggas are literally out of their fucking mind, dog. And I guess this was the thing that he was talking about. But, hey, man. If he from there, I'm just saying. He's more of a subject matter expert than me.
The East Coast, the South. Well, you know, there's a lot of places, but let's be honest.
Because they under, like, blacks in Philly on the East Coast and in the South, they understand their blackness, bro. These dudes in LA, they look at Crips and Bloods don't have no kind of quote, like no kind of, how should I put it? Like You know, if you look at the Hispanics, right? You look at they whole branding and logos and everything is attached to Aztec iconography or like Hispanic things, like they represent the Mexico flag. You know what I'm saying? The Norteños and the Sureños represent the Mexican flag. Feel me? You look at their tattoos, it's all Aztec warrior shit. It's like they really care about their race, bro. They mix their race with their gangbanging, bro. So it makes their gangbanging feel like give them something to really stand on and to believe in. Blacks don't have that.
Hey, man, regardless what you want to say, this is, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, man, he's from there. Let's see, I'm trying to find this thing. See, look. Shout out to my man, Mr. Porter, man. All right, that provided us with this.
One more game. Back at it, though. What's happening? All the way for the west side of 5.
See, man, what we doing, man? And fuck, ain't YG fighting a murder charge right now? Ain't YG and his crew fucking under investigation or at risk of motherfucking doing the same shit that got happened to Dirk because they killed some nigga over gang shit? I'm just saying, man. At what point in time you supposed to put the gang banging down, bro? 30s, 40s? It's especially by the 40s, man. Come on, man. You should be able to hang the flag up by 40s, bro. It don't matter where it was at, brother. What are you saying where it was at? Where were you saying about where it's at? What does that change? No. I ain't saying you didn't denounce it. Yeah, no. So let me be clear. The brother denounced it. He's saying and this is what he's saying because people was definitely throwing this shit back at him, right? He denounced it and he's saying, bro, this is the part that you got to, but at the same time, this is home, bro. I understand the home team shit too. So let me be on this side of it, right? So, you know, one of the biggest things, you know, from being from Georgia, the first thing niggas gonna throw in your face, Atlanta, nigga, Atlanta, especially like if you like within an hour. The closest major city outside of Atlanta, right, or the Atlanta area, because you got like Marietta, you got I think Marietta and I'm trying to think of fucking Alpharetta and shit like that, right? But the first major city outside of Atlanta metropolitan area would be Macon. Macon's closer than Augusta. I think Augusta is like a little bit further away, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away. But Macon's like 45 minutes to an hour away from south of Atlanta. First thing they want to throw in your face, oh man, gay ass Atlanta niggas gay. Either gay or country, right? So it's certain shit that you got to defend from where you from, right? I don't know, Florida down here, especially they say everybody from Florida crazy. Especially like, you know, South Florida, you know, Miami niggas. Then you got the motherfuckers, you got the Atlantic side, and then you got the Gulf side. Miami niggas, Orlando, Tampa. Nobody really talk shit about Tallahassee and Pensacola, but those places. And I'm trying to think of Fort something, whatever's on the Gulf side, right? So you got all these places and different things, and you know what people are known for. For Louisiana, of course, you got New Orleans. Then you got where Baton Rouge, those two big places. Nobody really talks shit about Alabama too much, but you know, Birmingham, the people that know. Then you got Mississippi, Jackson or whatever. You know, shit like that, right? So every place is gonna have the shit, and when it's home, you're gonna defend home, bro. Come on, I feel that. And you know how shit works where you from, right? The problem is, again, what we're saying is it's certain shit to where you take the origins back and it comes back to Cali because that's where it began at. And y'all take pride in the shit. Not only do you take pride in it being the origin, again, it's what's still going on today. So you still got this going on today, man. In 2026, you got Game got to be 40, right? I think is Game older than me. I think Game older than me. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, Game's definitely older than me. So you got 40+ year old gangbangers, bro. You know, Blood this and Pyru and all this other shit. Hell, the most infamous gangbanger, motherfucking Whack 100, right? Whack 100 is 50-some years old, man. Okay, talking about the set in you know, reminiscing on shit that they did from a gangbanger perspective. Adam 22 has been able to cultivate an entire show of ex or former or current or I guess like inactive gangbangers, bro. All right. Create a whole platform, hundreds of thousands of dollars generated off of the commentary and gang culture. 46 is crazy. Yo, chill. Oh shit. Sorry, I see you my homeboy. Oh damn. Where'd you send it at, bro? Favors, where you send? You send it to IG or what? Where'd you send it to me? What I'm lying about? I'm not lying about nothing. Y'all, look, man. Y'all got to take the good with the bad. Listen, LA, hey, fine ass women. From what I hear, the best weed. I don't smoke weed, but hey, I got the best weed. Y'all got the fine ass women. The Lakers, nigga. What? All of the fucking old school that like. If you want to talk about donks and shit, it's on and so forth, but getting people into like old school cars and shit, LA had that shit locked down before the South got a hold to it. I don't know about y'all food. The food ain't really y'all food. It's Mexican. The best food in LA is Mexican food. The best food in Cali is Mexican food. Niggas ain't got no real. What y'all got? Roscoe's chicken and waffles. That's about it. See, look. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know who that is, man. Yeah, I saw that. IG. Okay, let me check it out, bro. Let me see what she sent to the IG, fam. Hey, send me another quick message, bro, so I know who you is on IG. I don't know what is your IG name not the same? Send me another message real quick. Favors. Send me another what's the name up top. Just put like a 1 or something. That way I can see it. It sort of pop up to the top of the messages. Cali food compared to where? Yeah, Latina, I saw that. Yeah. Compared to everywhere else. Cali ain't got no motherfucking, y'all ain't got no food out there, bro. Come on, bro. Stop it, dog. Cali ain't got no food, bro. Please stop. All right, cool. Got you. All right, got you.
Compton. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
I'm Jonathan Gonzalez in for Michael. At least 3 people were killed in 2 separate shootings this weekend. The victims include a community leader and a 19-year-old college student.
NBC4's Alex Rozier joins us live from Compton. Alex, you spoke to the mothers out there today.
Colleen and Jonathan, yes, and the families say that this is especially heartbreaking because both of the people killed were working to make the world a better place. The families say they both lived lives of service. Now their lives have been taken away. As of now, the sheriff's department has not made any arrests. Today, 2 families gathered at Compton City Hall, united by tragedy.
My baby loved to sing. He loved to dance.
Tina Johnson is Eric Washington Jr.'s mom. Eric, a community activist, was one of 2 people killed in a shooting Saturday night at a July 4th celebration on West Laurel Street in Compton.
I can't put into words what they took from me. That was my firstborn child. That was my best friend. Y'all don't know what you took from your community. You don't know what you took from your kids. You don't know what you took from your parents. You don't know what you took from your seniors. Yeah. You can ask anybody. Everybody loved my son, and he loved everybody.
Mark May runs Project Blue, a nonprofit that helps kids and families. He often worked with Eric.
And I had a call with Eric last Thursday. And the last conversation Eric and I had on Thursday, we were meeting about bringing after-school programs to the kids in the community. That tells you what type of person that is. So when I say we hurting because the lives that don't even know Eric has been affected.
And Eric wasn't the only person killed in the shooting Saturday night. So was Mia Bordenave Jenkins.
And she was only 19 years old. What a full life ahead of her.
Mia was a student in Las Vegas at UNLV. She was here visiting family this weekend.
My daughter was going to UNLV to be a nurse. She was full of life, very compassionate. In the church, my daughter purchased her first car on July 3rd. And it's
So the question, she got to get her breathing together. Well, yeah. We definitely still trying to do they still trying to do after school programs, man. I mean, especially in places like that because you know, hell, they claim in I think was it Baltimore, the Baltimore area, they're saying they had a huge decline in crime and things due to social programs, you know, and stuff for the kids and whatever, which again we know that to be the case because back when we was kids, man, you know, it was just so many different things for you to do. Rec center programs, after school programs, you know, just things that the kids could do, right? Way before the AAU thing. This is why I say, bro, commercializing everything and profitizing everything, bro, fuck so much shit up because once you put a dollar amount on kids being able to participate, man, you know, it gives this is where I agree with the whole poverty aspect, right? So if you put a dollar amount to where your kid got to pay $400 to play fucking basketball or football or whatever, bro, come on, man. These kids can't afford that shit. Their parents can't afford that, especially if you got multiple kids. So now what? So now you got little motherfuckers that's, you know, are at the house and then their mama can't afford daycare or whatever, or they got to leave them at granny house. So granny can't really watch them because she old. So now you got little niggas out here, nigglets out here getting in the street shit way too early, bro, because they done been locked out because of funding, you know, because of the price it costs to have fun that kids used to be able to do for free. You know what I mean?
no longer here right now.
The LA County Sheriff's Department has not made any arrests. So today, two families came together asking the community to help.
Somebody saw something. And if you know something,
And that's my biggest thing too, man. And this is the answer for everybody. Listen, bro. Civilians, the black people that aren't the niggas, have to start telling. You have to start telling. Okay, stop acting like this is the motherfucking you going against the mob or the mafia and niggas is putting hits on families and they taking whole families out for testifying and all this other shit and all, right? Especially when it should be, hey, look here, nigga, hey, and the way you know it can be done, bro, because listen, the gang aspect, the criminal aspect makes up a very, very small percentage of the neighborhood, bro. All right, let's say you got 50 gang members or some shit, right? All right, let's say you got 50. Right. Even with 50 gang members, bro, a whole city of people saying, hey, bro, listen, if y'all touch anybody that comes forward to give evidence against a killer, against a person, especially a person that's of your group or whatever that has fucking has harmed the community, harmed a civilian, somebody that's not in the shit. I can understand if you in the shit, bro, and you whatever, street shit. Hey, live by the gun, die by the gun, word in health, whatever happens, happens. But once you step out of those parameters, bro, and you kill and you touch one of ours, somebody that's not involved, somebody that's not in the motherfucking game, bro, you have to motherfucking come forward, pay the price. And if you harm anybody that does that, it plays a part in that situation, now the whole fucking everybody gonna suffer. Everybody gonna suffer. We calling the police on you for everything. We see one fucking bandana, red, blue, green, polka dot, rainbow, whatever the fuck. We see any bandanas, nigga, mass motherfucking police calls. You motherfuckers won't get no rest, no time of day, no nothing. You'll be getting swatted left and right. Anything we can find, any reason we can find to get your ass sent the way up the motherfucking river and out of here, nigga, outer space, we doing it. It's real simple, but niggas keep speaking from this, you know, like gang members is like the final boss. Like every fucking gang member, gang organization is, you know, superpowers and shit. Thanos snap. No, nigga, it's real simple. Listen, bro, either y'all do your job and you keep your shit clean and you keep it within the fucking parameters, or we do it for you. And if we do it for you, you better not motherfucking touch none of ours. Because if you do, it's gonna be far worse for everybody. Promise you that. And that should be a fucking agreement, motherfucking hand. Just remember how they did the old movies. We talk about this. Hell, nigga, we got the formula from Meteor Man. Put a one in the chat if you remember Meteor Man, man. Put a one in the chat if you remember fucking Meteor Man. Them niggas had them motherfucking blonde fades and wigs and all this other shit. Black and blonde. Look here, nigga. What was the other movie? The real OGs, original gangsters? You had old folks with motherfucking brooms and goddamn shotguns and shit. That was what original gangsters, right? Remember that? Original gangsters where they went to war with the gangbangers. Actually, I think it was wasn't it Braxton? Braxton was the damn Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show was like the head drug dealer or the head gang leader in OGs, right? In Original Gangsters. Hey, they supposed to be. And Jason Lee, that's what I'm saying, bro. This shit can be done, bro. It's real easy, bro. I know it ain't no movie, Mr. Porter, but the principle and the premise. Look here, man. Listen. Now, Cali is different because I know y'all, but that should be changing around too, because y'all know the Supreme Court passed the rule on the whole gun laws thing to where these states having these extremely strict and difficult processes of people being able to get firearms to protect themselves and home protection. Them shits have pretty much been erased to the point where they can't do that. So within the next year or two, everybody's going to be able to own guns across the country, across the board, right? The whole country is going to be pretty much, in essence, this isn't legal advice, by the way, but in essence, constitutional carry to where it's okay for you to purchase a gun and not have these extenuating, convoluted, all these different things, right? So having that understanding, bro, listen, ain't no gang beating the city, nigga. And that should be the standard. Ain't no gang beating the whole city. Now what? And again, listen, y'all gang members with records, gang affiliation. Now when I call the cops on you and you holding, right? Suspicion of a crime, you get pulled the fuck over with that motherfucking burner. Now what? Gone, 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 gone. Not bone, but gone, nigga. You gone, nigga. How we want to play it? Listen, bro. I told you. I said this the other day, right? Let me show you my video, man. Because niggas mad too. Y'all know me, man. Hey, listen, I'm pissing Black Twitter off at least once a month, bro. I'm going viral on fucking Twitter, pissing niggas off, speaking the truth. Okay? I'm going viral on Twitter, speaking the truth. Okay? The word of God. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Here we go, man. Let me show y'all the original. Hold on, let me do this one first. Hold on. Told me, because I said something about this, about how niggas can't even wear fucking hats in motherfucking LA that's got absolutely nothing to do with LA and get pressed or even get fucking shot and killed or robbed. And then you had the viral video or the stupid ass nigga on Adam 22 talking about he gonna press niggas all day. I told y'all, bro, the worst of nigga culture, bro. All right, the kingdom of niggerdom starts in fucking Cali, bro. All of the worst shit to ever crack, all the gay ass prison shit coming to the streets, gang culture, all that shit started in Cali, bro. And now a young man, promising young man that had nothing to do and just visiting, done got killed over stupid ass LA gang politics, bro. This is why I say you niggas be bad about all. And I was corrected. It's not LA. I guess they say it was Oakland, not Oakland, but Compton, not LA. It's a difference. All the wrong shit. Okay, y'all so hyped about fucking Carmelo Anthony again, possibly getting a retrial shit, but y'all ain't talking about this shit enough. Yeah, and I will be addressing that. The Carmelo retrial has been denied. So all you niggas that had hopes and you was talking about, oh, he was a racist and this and that. Okay, yeah, okay, nigga was a racist, but Carmelo was also motherfucking doing some wild and crazy shit too, if you don't know. So again, man, it sounds like it was the better part for both parties, because in my opinion, the shit against Carmelo was far more damning. Just in my opinion. Okay, them trying to bring this shit up and make it seem like it's just this big thing and this big deal. Repressing or not bringing things about Austin into the situation when Carmelo shit was right there and apparent. All right. When the fuck y'all niggas really gonna get serious, bro, and be like, all right, man, the nigga shit dead, bro. All right. Y'all niggas shit can do the nigga shit, the hamster down. Niggas have to create a hamster dam for niggas as to where, hey, the black folks, this is what we own. Niggas, y'all do the nigga shit over there. We not tolerating no more. We can't stop you niggas from niggering, okay? But we not blending the nigga shit with the black folk shit no more, bro. Because this should be the last straw. But I know it's not going to be because you niggas don't care. You niggas really don't care enough. Niggas never care until it's like them or somebody that's close to them. But niggas that say this and seeing it for so long, it's just, oh, man, you a lame-ass nigga, you a civilian, you a this or that. Look, bro, whatever, man. But like I said, LA is Cali, the worst of nigga shit. There's no fucking way that I should be in motherfucking LA and I can't wear a motherfucking Atlanta Braves hat because that's some type of motherfucking LA gang politics. Now I gotta argue with a motherfucking LA nigga about a fucking Atlanta hat. This shit is stupid. Saying, man. Just saying.
Sometimes I feel like permission needs to be given to whoop other kids because clearly he hasn't been disciplined.
Yeah, man, we be telling y'all this shit. It's crazy. Crazy, bro. Bro, it's over. You're gonna appeal the appeal. They already, so y'all don't know how this works, man. So now this about to get turned into a Carmelo thing, I guess, which it's this, I guess it's similar, but I don't really want to dedicate this stream to that. I want to do the individual stream to that, so I'm just gonna leave that alone, brother. But hey, man, y'all fighting for the wrong shit. Again, man, like I said, instead of worrying about Carmelo and not this young brother right here and trying to figure this killing out, who killed him and why he got killed and all this other shit, bro, is what I'm saying is far more important. Okay, changing the status quo is not an easy thing. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but starting the steps to change it is the important part, right? Right? Or just think about it from historically from a lot of things. Nothing just ever happens overnight. Even let's just use black people. The plight of the black FBA, African American, black, so-called black, whatever you want to call us, right? Bro, you know how many years it took after they said slavery was no longer a thing for slavery to actually be over, right? You feel me? And then, even after that, to where you weren't being treated like slaves anymore, to where black people actually had equal rights, right? So that's actually trying to fix a wrong and fix something and make it fair or as close to fair as possible, right? The thing with this, though, this is a much easier task, and it's still going to take years, if not years and generations, for it to be completely, totally, or fully implemented, right? Because again, I don't live in a fantasy world where there's ever going to be no crime, there's ever going to be no gangbangers, there's never going to be any type of degeneracy in a society. I'm a realist, bro. I understand that. What I'm saying, though, is there used to be rules, and there needs to be rules set up. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember. What, brother? What, man? What do y'all want me to? What streamers pushing what lies, brother? What streamers pushing what lies, brother? What lies are being pushed, brother? You talking about the whole hat part? The hat part, man. Again, listen, bro. Everybody does clickbait, man. Y'all mad at us for taking what the fuck what's name said. I don't even know what you're talking about no more. Now I don't know. But either way, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the implementation of the thing to phase out a lot of these things, man, and set up rules. So I was saying, y'all remember the case of where the woman and like her 4 brothers or something, 4 brothers or 3 brothers, some 3 men drove to Mexico and was mistaken for whatever, and then they killed 2 of them, and then the other 2 got kidnapped. The woman and the man got kidnapped. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. They were from either North Carolina or South Carolina. I want to say. Oh, let me find that story. But yeah, shout out to the Blackberry. Appreciate you, love. Yeah, definitely get the likes on, man. What my likes looking like, man? Nah, they weren't no motherfucking Haitians, bro. These were niggas. They weren't no motherfucking Haitians. There weren't no Haitians, bro. They were niggas, bro. There was not no Haitians. Hell no. Y'all got to stop this FBA shit too, man. I understand the FBA shit. My bad. Hey, shout out to my man, the real Tyler Durden Esquire. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 10.
Ain't nothing but some money.
For the super sticker. Y'all got to stop this shit, man. Where y'all want to put all of the bad shit on the tethers and the non-FBA. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, man. I'm getting sick of this shit. Come on, bro. What are we doing, man? Come on, man. Y'all know what's coming, man. Come on, bro. You lie, you still kill. Hit the like button, man. Come on. The like button's free, dog.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Nine more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button, man. Everybody got shanks in the pen, bro. Oh, speaking of, that's another thing too. We'll get to that after. Well, let's back up. Let's back up. This is another part. Listen, prison politics leaking out into the motherfucking streets, bro. Come on, Cali niggas. All of the prison shit, Cali niggas, bro. Praise for fucking prison. Cali niggas, bro. Now, of course, are there other niggas that done picked it up? Yes. But a lot of the bases, bro, just the basis of criminality, bro. A lot of this shit, bro, just stems from Cali, man. Y'all gotta have it, bro. Y'all gotta have it, man. I'm saying. Yeah, man, that's a sword, man. That's a prison sword, bro. The nigga lander. The murder man is the original nigga lander. Yep. Shout out to my man MATL. Listen, it's all about that shit, bro. Doing your bid, staying solid, sitting down, doing your time, all this shit. La 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 la. All right. Prison motherfucking politics, man. I can't tell, Mr. Porter. I don't know about that, man. I done seen too many young niggas out here praising the prison shit too. Cause what's your boy name? What Brick Baby back in the Bing, ain't he? Brick Baby headed back. A lot of these niggas big up the whole prison shit, man. And a lot of people get the two biggest places I ever hear about from a prison standpoint is Texas and Cali. Texas and Cali are like the two main places that get talked about when you're talking like prison or whatever and people that's done biz and so on and so forth, right? I'm not saying they're the only ones, but I'm just saying, you know, those two places are what I constantly hear about. To where if you made it in those places, you know what I'm saying, you're more certified or you're more stamped or you're more whatever, you know, other than other places and shit. Yeah, Florida, but not Florida is nowhere near as big, bro, when it comes to, you know, we got hella fucking what's the names down here. We got hella prisons down here too. Yeah, see, you telling her exactly. That's what I'm saying. So Texas prisons is more like nigga, your ass is literally back in slavery time because of the fucking conditions. Texas don't give a fuck about. Texas is not a soft on crime state. So Texas will give your ass a motherfucking cup of water, nigga, and a piece of bread and 100 degree, no AC, and you better figure it out. California is, hey, you're gonna have all the amenities and shit, but nigga gonna stab you over a grain of rice. Essay, or what y'all call them? Essay. We said it went from essays to what? What do they call them? Fucking whatever y'all call the fucking Mexicans. Yeah, man, and that's what I say, bro. Don't You say DC run the feds? Yeah, because the Fed, state time and Fed time is different. Because but of course DC, because that federal, all the federal funding and everything comes from DC. So DC feds or whatever. Oh yeah, chain gang all day. Listen, down south, bro, you going, nigga, chain gang, they call it that for a reason. Nigga, listen, nigga. If you are in prison in the South with an F, you will be doing some type of motherfucking outside manual labor, brother. I guarantee you that one. Okay?
Throw your ass down the nigga hole.
If you're in the South in prison time, brother, you're going to wish you was in the nigga hole versus being outside in that motherfucking sun, slanging that motherfucking hole, or doing whatever the fuck they got you doing. But nigga, you definitely would be outside, bro. Chain gang, nigga. Motherfucking chain gang. All right? For real. Hey, I remember the first time I heard that shit, I said, what? Yeah, chain gang, man. He on chain gang. Chain gang? Get the fuck? That's a real thing? Yeah, nigga. Take your ass to motherfucking prison and find the fuck out, nigga. Hell, they used to do the shit in Jordan for jail. They had them doing, they didn't have them like doing what's name shit, but they had them doing like cleanup and shit around the city. They had them like picking up trash and whatever in the fucking Department of Corrections or whatever. Still have a respect for. Well, no, that's what I say, man. I just think it's criminality every way, and it's looked at differently. Of course, and like I said, cultural, regional, all those things matter. But the thing is, when it gets to a lot of these things, bro, the reason why they are the way they are, and this is why I put the onus on us: the black people, the non-criminals, the non-affiliated, the non-street people, the people that are the law-abiding citizens, bro. We aren't fucking taking the control that we have. You can't let the motherfucking inmates run the asylum, bro. It's especially when it's less of them. It's less of them than us. Normally in a fucking prison, the prison is way more prisoners than prison guards. But in the real world, bro, no, it's the other way around. There are far more fucking prison guards than prisoners when you're talking about civilians to gang members and just the criminals. Listen, if you're gonna do this shit, that's on and so forth, bro, but you're gonna do it within the parameters we set. You step out of line, you step out of these boundaries, there will be a price to pay. And my point, now back to what I was saying, right? So I don't know if you guys remember this. So the people drove from South Carolina to Mexico or whatever, all right, tourists or whatever. Them niggas was going there to buy some dope, pretty much, right? So motherfuckers tried it. I guess they was gonna drive all the way to the fucking plug to get the dope for cheap or whatever. Some shit went wrong. They killed two of the niggas. They kidnapped the other two people. I think the one nigga that survived got shot, and then they released the lady without harm or whatever, right? It became a big deal because it made it look bad because it was a cartel thing. And the cartel thought that's what it was. That's where the Haitians came in. So the cartel thought they were like Haitians. The cartel thought they was Haitians, trying to move in on territory, trying to move dope and sell dope or whatever, so on and so forth. So they smoked them, smoked two of them, 2 out of the 4, right? When it came out that wasn't the case and they were American citizens, the cartel like, oh shit, well, we can't make this shit hot and we don't want to go beefing with fucking United States of American government. So what we got to do is we got to fucking round up, the people that did it, allegedly, however many people, 4 or 5 people that did the shit, put them in the town square, say we apologize, and turn them over to the authorities. And that's what they did. There's rules and everything, man. I keep telling y'all this shit. Even the most gruesome motherfuckers understand there's something more powerful and something bigger over them, right? And that's the part that people don't understand when you start talking about even the worst of the worst of motherfuckers and shit, bro. At the end of the day, 99.9999999% of people care about dying. Vast majority of motherfuckers, bro, can't override that biological imperative. Very few motherfuckers have a I don't give a fuck about dying attitude. This is why motherfuckers at the top, when you're talking cartel or whatever else and crime bosses and all this other shit, bro, they stay as far away from the danger as possible. They ain't motherfucking grabbing no pistols and going down and walking down on niggas and doing it themselves. They got people for that. Why? Because they done work this shit more likely than not, work their way up to the top or however it came about, and they above the fray in that aspect. Whatever happens. You make the call, but you're not motherfucking putting in the work. you're not willing to go down there and motherfucking, dodge bullets yourself. You got people for that. So, and it's an understanding once you know who this person is to pull them to the side and be like, hey man, look, listen, bro. I understand what the fuck you got going on right now. For now, you're running it wisely and smartly to the point of where you can't be arrested. They can't put you on no motherfucking Fed charges. They can't put no RICO on you, so on and so forth. Cool, fine. But we all know who the fuck you are. So this is what's gonna happen, right? So your people are gonna be allowed to operate here, and here within these fucking parameters, right? Whatever you guys do against your rival people and the other street motherfuckers and shit is cool. Whatever happens to y'all happens. Hey, we just come. If y'all get into some shit and somebody dies, we pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Throw their ass in the casket or throw them in the fucking urn and cremate their ass and go on about our way. When we get around to it, we get around to it. But if for whatever reason between y'all bullshit, you touch an innocent person, especially a fucking child, all of this shit go crumble, bro. All right? You won't be able to move a motherfucking nothing. Not a drug, not a gun, nothing, nigga. Not no gambling money, nothing. Okay? Once y'all step out of this shit and one of ours get hurt, an innocent fucking person is not involved in your fucking activities, is negatively impacted, injured or killed, all your shit gonna just be the same way it go down in the prison, bro. Prison will tell you that shit. See, that's the crazy part about it, right? Prison politics have a better understanding of order and discipline because you lose privileges. And their shit is a whole lot more harder to enforce because at the end of the day, like you said, bro, they're outnumbered. It was just a prison last month that was overtaken. Where was that? I want to say it was like Mississippi or something, somewhere down south. Y'all remember the story about the place that was bro, my mouth dry as hell. Give me a second. I got a Murder Man dance shot one more time, man. Give me a second. I got some water. Mouth dry.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Done more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
My apologies, man. My mouth was dry as a motherfucker. Who be by themselves for what though? Who be by themselves for what? What you saying? Be by yourself as far as what? This seltzer water, man, by the way. Get you some seltzer water, man. Change your life. You be by yourself as far as what? No. Fuck no. Fuck out. No, sir. No, sir. I've never done any time. You must be new here, brother. No. Never have, never will. Well, I mean, I think they'll delete themselves eventually. Deleting themselves and deleting themselves and then getting into the system, bro, it'll just be what it is. Like I said, you're never going to get completely totally get rid of a criminal element. It's just unrealistic. Shout out to UFO Kamikaze. Yeah, bro, that shit was like prison, nigga. I did a couple bids. Nigga. I did a couple bids on a floating prison. No, sir. What you know about that, brother? You saw me put that up there? You saw me put the Dollar Tree Gatorade up there, brother? From the Dollar Tree body armor. What you know about that, brother? This brother right here knows ball, man. No, it's not better, but it's way better than soda. If you just get seltzer water, man, and you're a soda guy, you're trying to get off soda, all it is the carbonation. The carbonation makes you feel better. Yeah, I didn't, brother. I did. Well, I'm saying, brother, I was in the Navy, fam. So a boat is definitely like a prison, my brother. No phone, no fucking. You know, prison can do more shit than niggas can do on the fucking in the United States military. I bet you didn't know that. Same food. Hell, same separation. The motherfucking officers and the chiefs eat different and eat better than what we eat. Yeah, man, totally different, man. Very similar circumstances with just a little bit more freedom. Niggas in prison can do everything we can do and then some. Yeah, bro, it really is. I'm telling you, people really don't understand how the boat is. I mean, there's no disrespect to shout out to the Army, shout out to the Air Force. But I'm telling you, man, well, it ain't supposed to be. Ain't supposed to be. But nah, man, I'm telling you, bro, that's really what it's like, bro. I'm telling you. Because your mind thinks about it. You can't like, no matter, restricting yourself to any area to where this is the end, this is as far as you can go, eventually clicks into your mind, period. Right? Especially when you're used to having freedom and you can literally go, whatever. You can go an hour away or 10 hours away, or however for your feet or your car can take you. On that boat, bro, no, nigga, you have a designated amount and limited amount of fucking real estate which you have. And that shit kicks into your brain to where, oh shit, I'm, what I'm saying, this is all I can do. This is as far as I can go. Voluntary services. I'm telling you, nigga. Y'all listen, bro. Listen, bro. Y'all, this is another thing I keep telling y'all, bro. Listen, prison. Prison, like y'all say it all the time. People say, it's funny how y'all say the shit, but then y'all walk it back, right? The prison industrial complex and the military shit is like very, very similar in structure. Okay, very similar in structure is what I'm saying. The rules are the same way. It's a rank-based structure, limitations and things, extreme rules that you have to adhere to, and it's a standard that you expected, right? A time you got to go to sleep, a time you got to wake up, a time to eat. Your schedule is literally designated by somebody else, and you have to keep that schedule. You have to conduce. Excuse me. You have to conform to the program. The program doesn't conform to you. So it's extremely, extremely similar, bro. And what I'm saying is the boat, the Navy is the closest to it because that is the most restrictive, right? It's the most restrictive as to where you cannot escape. You cannot go. Nigga, you're not finna jump off that motherfucking boat. I can tell you that right now. Okay? You can't jump. You can, but you don't want to. You a brave motherfucker, bro, if you jump off that motherfucking boat to get off the boat. Change them how, brother? Bro, you can't be exactly, my nigga. I did 20, but listen, I was a squadron guy, bro. So let's be clear, young fella. Yeah, I did 20 years, but it's not, I wasn't a boat guy. For a boat motherfucker, bro, that motherfucker there, that's a different breed. A seaside motherfucker, bro, Listen, bro. Well, hey, them the motherfucking them the wardens, bro. Then the wardens and the COs. The chiefs would be the COs, and then the wardens would be like your officers, like your ship captain or whatever. Yeah, co-ed ships didn't change shit, bro. It's women there, but you can't be fucking on them on the boat. That shit gonna cost you money and cost you time. The worst thing you want to be is to have your fucking shit restricted on the boat, nigga. It's already bad enough. And they can lock your ass up too. Bet you didn't know that. So how about being on prison, being on a floating prison, but then actually being put in prison, nigga? All right. So how about you get in trouble on the boat and they throw your ass in the brig on that motherfucker? That's a whole different thing. You don't want that. Okay. And that's what I say, man. Y'all motherfuckers get way more. You gotta think, motherfuckers sign up for this. You never understand, or it's never fully explained to you, like the shit you gonna come across like on the boat, bro. I'm telling you. And then if you are a person that's not claustrophobic, but cabin feverish, like for me, bro, my freedom is huge to me, and I never understood it as much until I got on the boat. Right? I just like being able to move freely and do what I want to do, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I want to do it, is my personality type. You don't understand that until you have it taken away, and then you're extremely, extremely limited. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my man right here, man. Gurkha legend. Worked the bridge in JFK. Hey, man. You know how that shit go, bro. No, I went on the small boys, Mimi Flow, thank God. If I would have did it a small boy, I wouldn't have made 20 years. I can tell you that now. They would put my big ass on the small boy, I wouldn't have made it. I never did. I was always on a carrier. I never did time on the small boy. Nah, but when they do now, you just know it's incredibly rough seas. I was just about to get ready to talk about this. So frame runner, my last command was the last deployment, right? So that deployment was the one that they got fucked up. Remember, with the Ukraine shit got extended, bro. They went through bad weather and they told them, hey man, we should probably go around this weather because it's supposed to be extremely, extremely bad. They end up losing the F-18, and the fucking wind was so bad, bro. It tore one of the fucking rotors off of the one of the rotors off the helicopter. Damn near killed this girl. So, hey man, when the motherfuckers pitching and rolling, when you sleep at night, and then all of a sudden that shit start, I'll tell you, it feel good as a motherfucker. But that water is fucking, boy, listen. If the fucking carrier rocking, that water doing some shit, boy. If the carrier's moving to where you can feel it, that water, them seas rough as a motherfucker, nigga. God is angry. If the carrier is fucking rocking, nigga, all right. I'm telling you. Yeah, Gurkha, man. Niggas don't understand it, bro. We done listen, man. Bro. They tell your ass get below decks. Flight deck secured. Nigga, you know it's rough, bro. They ain't securing that flight deck for shit, nigga, unless it's about to be a damn near sea fucking hurricane or some shit. That shit ain't no joke, bro. That shit is no joke. Hey, you will never drink all that water, nigga. All right, you'll never drink or outswim the ocean. Okay, words of a wise man. You can't drink it all. You can't swim it all. I promise you. All right. Wait, where does this even come from? What does it even mean? I'm a pookie. For one, brother, I'm nothing, brother. I'm a civilian, brother. I don't know the fuck you talking about. I'm a civilian, brother. But okay, we lying about what? What have I told a lie about? You're crazy. All right, bro. All right, man. Chief Ray Ray is hilarious. But nah, man. Listen. Black people, we have to take control of our neighborhoods, of our communities, and hey man, put some motherfucking put some parameters in place and rules in place for these street niggas, bro. It's not that hard. I'm telling you, man. It's really not that hard, bro. 'Cause at the end of the day, shit can only go as far as you allow it to go, for the most part. If and when the people start fighting back, the streets got to motherfucking adjust, bro. The streets got to adjust, man. Because shit, we'll make it. You can make it to the point where, hey, look, man, nah, you can't get no food here. You can't get no food here. You can't get no service here. No, we not doing this. We not doing that. Nigga, one of y'all niggas get shot. We'll make sure the ambulance motherfucking take the long way around. I'm telling you, bro, you gotta listen, bro. If niggas is playing dirty, bro, you gotta be dirtier. That's how you get shit done, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to, that's what I'm saying, Anthony. We all remember this, man. We was kids, bro. Street niggas understood and had respect for the community, bro. Right? I know it's crazy to say it. It wasn't no honor amongst thieves, quote unquote, but there's an honor from thieves to the non-thieves. The street niggas understood that, hey, man, you got to take care of this shit to a degree, because if everything burns down, everybody suffers. And everybody got a mama. Everybody got a sister or daddy, a brother or something. So you gotta think about the people outside of yourself, man. It can't get so bad to the point where where nobody's safe and nobody's, able to thrive, man. Yeah, until they fuck that up. Yeah, definitely supposed to be all fucking what's the name, man? Definitely supposed to be off limits. But then you got niggas like what's the nigga name? The rapper down there, what's the name? They blew his motherfucking grandma up. This nigga rapping about blowing up his grandma's house, and they done motherfucking shot the house up and actually blew this nigga grandma up, man. Grandma and granddaddy. Shot the damn oxygen tank, blew everybody up. So yeah, man, like just that shit. Hey, that Amsterdam shit worked though. That Amsterdam shit did work, man. Bunny Colvin was right. If you're gonna have if it's gonna be criminality, right, and you can't stop it, hey, just designate an area for the shit. Whatever you do in here, it's out of here. We not gonna worry about it. We gonna act like we don't know. We'll turn a blind eye, quote unquote. And go from there, man. Oh, Ms. I think a lot of people are thriving on black degeneracy. Blacks just can't control their lower class. No, I agree there. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a fucking what's name, man. We don't have any type of regulations for them to even try and force them to do what they're supposed to do. Well, let me put this back in here just in case y'all want to come back up, bro.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh shit, I'm muted. My bad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
The only way you're gonna correct the street politics in California, as far as like you got to bring in constitutional carry and stand your ground.
Well, I don't know about staying your ground, but the constitutional carry is pretty much coming down the pipe, like I said, because they're the Supreme Court has pretty much overturned all of these state regulations and all these extra things you got to do. So that's why I say again, it's not legal advice, but something close to that. But yeah, Cali will never be a stand your ground state unless they do that from a federal standpoint too. I don't think they can do it federally.
I mean, it needs to be. If you're not going to fund your police, you got at least have something to defend yourself with. I mean, keep what you earn. They're losing money bad.
Well, I think this is the thing though, but this when it comes to the voter. So in order to get staying your ground and shit like that, the people will have to vote for it to be that way, and put the politicians in. To put the politicians in the thing that will give you the opportunity.
That's a whole other conversation itself. There's a whole lot of theories about the voting situation out in California. Is that me or?
No, that's somebody else came up. I mute him up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's a whole other situation itself, as far as like the real votes versus the actual votes. And it's part of the reason why people like those who are actual residents then pretty much threw their hands up. Because every time I speak to people from California, they agree with everything you're saying and everything. It's just they just done completely gave up on it.
Well, I guess I can understand that to a degree, but like I said, if you put the candidates in there, bro, you know what I'm saying, to change it around, it's just a matter of time. But people have to demand it, and people got, like I said, people got to care enough.
I believe they care enough. It's just they just defeated, and that's probably the reason why you get most of them are moving to Texas and California. I mean Texas to Florida,
yeah,
and Georgia and Tennessee, or Nashville rather.
Yeah, it's cheaper, and like you said, you got more rights there or whatever. Your money goes longer, and you don't have a lot of this like bureaucratic bullshit, and just policies that don't actually help the citizen.
And Chicago about to be next. They about to flood that Texas.
Well, yeah, somebody was talking about that yesterday too. Chicago, I didn't know Chicago was having
high property taxes.
Yeah, all the shit they got going on. They done sold the city down the river. So a lot of people starting to get hip to that and get the fuck up out of there too.
I said, Lord, the South is packed.
Yeah, man, that's where everybody coming, man.
Which I'm looking on a military conversation. If you empty out California, then that kind of makes California defenseless on the first line of defense. On a military perspective, we lose kind of like Battle LA, but we don't have anybody there kind of deal. If you're emptying out California.
Well, no, I mean, it's never going to be fully empty. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a reduction in people. We always have people there, but Cali is like the first line of defense for at least from a naval standpoint. Well, I mean, you got Hawaii before that, right? Because they got a base out in Hawaii from a naval standpoint too. But yeah, of course.
Mainland defense.
Yeah, mainland defense would definitely be Cali. Yeah, that would be the biggest. That would be the biggest portion. Shit, the Cali, Cali takes up at least 60%, if not more, of the West Coast, the shoreline, right?
Yeah, along with Washington and Oregon.
Yeah,
even people leaving those states too.
Yeah, man, because like I said, the politicians there and the politics there, bro, are just so anti-citizen, man. They're too pro-criminal out there. You know, they delegalize. I mean, they decriminalize drugs in Oregon. I don't know about Washington State, but I think possibly Washington State too. They got a whole new crazy thing going on up there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, somebody got chased. I saw watching on YouTube. Somebody got chased up the street with a hatchet.
Oh, that's crazy. I ain't see that shit, but that's wild.
Dude threw a hatchet at him right up. He just chilling. He walked downtown Seattle. Dude chased him up the street and threw a hatchet at him.
Yeah, I'm definitely fucking shooting the fuck out of him. Fuck that.
You ain't got no stand your ground laws in that. I don't think. Matter of fact, I'm in North Carolina. I don't think. I think they make it difficult in Washington and Oregon to own a gun out there too, or your concealed carry.
Yeah, all the whole West Coast is the same way.
Yeah, it don't really translate like that.
Hey man, like I said, they had to change something. But let me get John Galt in here. John Galt, what's up, brother? You muted. Unmute.
Oh, not much, man. I was just listening to your conversation and I said, okay, I'll pop up here. I don't think I've ever been on your panel before.
Yeah, man, you smoked too much weed, man. You was definitely up here before, brother.
Maybe once or twice.
Got to slow down on the herbals, brother. But go ahead.
I deal with blacks all day, man. You got to stay medicated. Nah, but I think, man, the biggest blind spot for the blacks, in my opinion, is they can't harness their lower class, and other people can. The bodega owners, the liquor store owners. That's where the control is going to come in the black neighborhoods if they can control them. If you had somebody who was black and maybe he was ethical, he might not, run the liquor store the way that the foreigners run them, in terms of letting people hang out all day and all night in front of the liquor store, so on and so forth. These people don't live in the communities, and, they're just not going to have, they wouldn't be able to run a liquor store like that in, a nice neighborhood. And, if the blacks cared about their neighborhoods and they owned the businesses there, presumably they would keep them cleaner, better maintained. Maybe they wouldn't sell all that, stuff that, single Lucy cigarettes, or maybe would, I don't know. But you got to have your own control of your neighborhood. Like, all that wealth and money that comes to blacks, and that's a large percentage of the black spending power, is welfare and shit. But it's going to foreigners. It's going to immigrants.
That's why
the blacks don't get their hands on it. No other group I can think of it, is unable to exploit their lower class like this. The blacks are just wholly unable to exploit their lower class. And I think that's why they stay so poor.
That and lack of fatherhood, lack of fathers being in the household, control those funds as well.
Yeah, maybe this.
I mean, think about it. If you don't have anybody regulating your shit like that, or like providing order, of course it's gonna be a lot easier. It basically still a convenience. That's really what it is, to your own detriment.
I interviewed JP, again, I'm a landlord, and JP said something that was very interesting. He said, we, as poor blacks, we don't respect black businessmen. So if I'm your tenant, you press me for the rent and I ain't got it, I might tear your whole house up. I think for a lot of blacks who know that blacks feel this way and behave this way, there's just no way that they would take a chance dealing with a JP by buying a rental property in the ghetto. By and large, it's all that most blacks could ever afford to invest in would be, like, a lower price property. But they're unwilling to deal with the JPs that are in these lower class neighborhoods. And JP, spelled it out how he could destroy a black landlord and would take pride in it. That type of mindset, which I think is pervasive in the black community, is a detriment that the blacks cannot overcome right there. How do you find a group of blacks that are willing to deal with the JPs of the world? I deal with the JPs of the world, but how many blacks are willing to sign up and rent to him when he's openly saying he'll destroy your house?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why are we making it like exclusively a black thing, especially when doing if that like black landlords are very, very small percentage. So I'm just trying to understand the basis of the claim or the point you're making.
Well, I think it's the chicken and the egg. Why are black landlords such a small percentage, even in the ghettos? I think partly because they don't want to deal with their fellow lower class black man.
It's a lack. I'll say it's a lack of respect.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. That's what JP says. JP says he respects a white man in business more than he respects a black man. And so black.
That individual, let's stop just using that name or whatever. I don't like, motherfuckers aren't here. Motherfuckers aren't here to defend themselves, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking about them and have a conversation about them. So this is say person in general.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But you got
a mentality, right?
I had a tenant this week, which he typified all of the behavior that was being mentioned by this person. The violent nature, the willingness to destroy, take over someone's property. And so I equate it to like lions and hyenas. The lions are the people who are going and open up businesses, and the black lower class are more or less like the hyenas, willing to take, steal, rob, kill from the productive people. And how many productive blacks want to deal with that? Not many. And that's why you don't see a lot of black businesses, in my opinion.
Well, I definitely agree with that, right? But I think it's more so of the it's the other side of it, man, to where it's a dearth or a low number of people that are participating. If you're a landlord, for the most part, you have to have the property occupied. Now, I don't think if I was a landlord, I would never do the Section 8 route. I would never do the low income route, because I believe those people, like you said, as soon as those people move out your house, it's too much renovation. It's too many horror stories of the damage you have to repair. And like you said, I understand that mentality exists. So me personally, I'm not even accepting lower income. For me, I think you're setting yourself up for failure if you're doing that.
The thing is, I've been a landlord for a very long time, pretty much all my life. And I grew up poor. I've lived pretty much a poor man's life, even though I've done pretty well for myself. And personally, I don't know how to service rich people or upper income people. I do know how to service poor people, working class people. I think it's a different level of service. Donald Trump's father started out in affordable housing. He spent years and years at his father's knee before he took the leap out into luxury housing. So I say that to say you have to start kind of at the bottom in affordable housing. I started out in Section 8. I don't do it anymore. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But that's probably where most blacks need to start. They don't have the skills to service luxury housing, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that go into it. If you didn't live that life, you're not going to know how to service those people.
Hey, good evening, guys. Can I say something about that? Hey, what's up? Yeah. Hey, I don't think that's necessarily true, because me coming up in South Carolina in Charleston, I used to wholesale cars like a lot of white guys. Well, a lot of them guys, they got into the real estate business first with like trailer parks and Section 8. And I used to hear stories about them saying that Section 8 from that money from the state was guaranteed money, instead of getting like regular people with jobs, because that was like 100% guaranteed. They would rather that, black and white, mostly white, but they would rather that than getting people with 9 to 5s or working like
that's very true.
Yeah.
When I used to do Section 8, I used to turn down law-abiding, probably pretty good people, which further makes the neighborhood worse, because if I was doing Section 8 again, or if I were advising someone, I'd say pick the laziest black tenant. And I'm in the black area, so that's what I would say. I would say pick the laziest black tenant that you can find that's not going to work, and that way the government would guarantee all of the money. If they're trying to work, they're in and out of employment, your payment will go up and down as they go to work. So just choose somebody that you know is not going to work and that have maxed out on children, so they're not going to be moving.
I didn't just get bombed, did I? In the chat, what did he do? I heard the music. I didn't see the thing. What did he do? Did he do some weird shit?
But I missed most of the show. Y'all talking about the LA stuff. I missed most of this thing with the going on.
Hey, what did Buddy do, y'all, on the thing?
Oh, the music.
Sound like he played Kenny G.
Did he just play the music or that's it?
That's all I heard. I ain't seen him do no crazy pictures.
Okay. Hey, bro. Brother in the background, man. You can't play music on the stream, man. And now I need you to cam up just for me, fam, so I can see who you is. So brother Mike, I need you to turn your camera on, bro. And show me a peace sign or something, man. Let me know like a real person. You ain't trying to fuck my show up. Because you're doing weird shit.
With your flag.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh me. Oh yeah, I was there. I missed most of the show. I just got here like 10 minutes ago. Can you give it like a quick little recap of what you were talking about from the beginning, if you don't mind? But if not, it's okay. We can keep moving forward.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, some weird shit he doing. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't let him back up. Cool. Yeah, but go ahead. Misery, brother. Go ahead. It's on you, brother. Unmute. You muted.
My bad. It's my first time jumping on the panel like this. By the way, I've been listening to you talk about the California way of doing things on politics, and as far as Washington State, I live here, and it's they when I first moved here, it was very moderate. Lately, it's gone way to the left. It's on some of the extra bullshit. So it's like, yeah.
So just to ask you a question, brother. So like I said, did you said you Washington State, correct?
Yes.
Did they decriminalize like hard drugs up there, or was it an Oregon thing?
No, that was only in Oregon. They did entertain it in Olympia for a while, but it got shut down.
Okay, cool. So it's an Oregon thing. So I was correct. I just want to make sure I was correct about that because I wasn't sure about Washington State. But go ahead, brother. So what's the change you've seen from, I guess, like the the moderate to the extreme leftist policies? I mean, your opinion.
Well, now they can hide your kids from you and be like, hey, Jimmy went to being Jennifer. You dig what I mean? They been on that pretty damn hard or whatnot. That's why it's like I look at the whole DEI thing. For some reason, on these panels, people act like it's a black versus white thing. No, the loudest people that came from the DEI thing happened to be the Transformers. Like they got loud everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They became the loudest motherfuckers in the room everywhere once these policies got put in place. And since then, go ahead.
What was that timeline as far as like did you notice the change happening? Like, was it 10 years ago, 20 years ago? What was it?
Well, when it became very prevalent, I'd say Obama time.
Okay.
Like when it really got loud. Those certain individuals have always been with us. It's never been a big deal. But once they got power, like Tommy said, some people shouldn't have power because once they get power, they really just act the goddamn fool. But yeah, I say 10 years or so, whatever. But other than that, I don't know what the hell is happening. They running all the money up out of Washington. Like all the major companies that started here, Microsoft, Starbucks, all of them, they leaving.
The Seattle Seahawks too.
Yeah, so that whole Marxist communist bullshit, man. What they call it, the what do they call these candidates? The
Socialist.
Democratic Socialist.
Democratic Socialist Association. Appreciate you, brother. DSA, these DSA candidates and shit, bro. Again, I don't understand what people not getting, bro. This shit is nothing to play with, man.
Yeah, but that's not gonna last long because that's just something they saying right now because they know they can't promise voters anything. They can't say jobs no more because the job market is down. They can't say they're gonna build anything. So that's just something they're just saying to say if they want to pretend like they're gonna beg Elon, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg to give some of their wealth away to poor people. It's never going to happen. And they see the political violence now with these CEOs getting clapped and all that. So that's all. It ain't gonna last after Mamdani, after he fails in New York. That's gonna be the. And it's like remember they had the Tea Party back in like 2012 and 11 and 13 with them white guys. That's all. It is a play on words. It's something that's made up. Yeah, it's not gonna last long.
Now, simple fact is, Elon Musk, all those rich guys from here, they actually contribute to charitable organizations. They do that. They just like, no, you are not going to take 40% of my damn money for this bullshit that you pushing. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, and that's never gonna happen. So after that dude in New York, because he kind of like pushed this stuff. After he fails, people say, man, that was a scam and a joke, and it's gonna be over from there. That's all. It's like a little fad. That's it.
I don't think y'all understand, bro. Just how, bro. I'm telling you, man. The girl down here and just won the primary down
The
here.
black chick with the dreads.
Yeah. Well, she don't got dreads, but yeah, something like that. But yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, old girl just won out here, bro. Like out of the blue. She's a legend. She's staying with no real funding or whatever. Of course, she being backed by some type of Soros thing or whatever.
She running for governor?
Nah, she's running for a Senate seat. She's running for senator.
Okay. Yeah, I was just in New York, man. I don't know if it's gonna flame out anytime soon.
And some of these elections are flukes. She won the primary, but she's probably not gonna win like the general.
But I mean, there are a lot of people out here that's gonna vote for free stuff, man. Like the free shit
like that Tallarico dude. That Tallarico dude.
God is right on that.
He's not gonna win. These like little fluke elections.
If you look at what they're doing, like in New York and probably other places, in some of the cases, hell, they've overthrown a Dominican who's on the House Appropriations, something like that committee with a DSA candidate, Jamal Bowman. He's a black guy, Democrat, pretty liberal. They're going after him. Hell, I was in the New York subway. They were campaigning, talking rough about Mamdani, saying, he ain't delivering on all the socialist stuff that he wants. And he's pushing the agenda pretty far, rent freezes, stuff like that. And that's still not enough for them. So I don't think it's going to flame out like the Tea Party or anything like that.
Well, the thing about Mamdani is she getting cut off by Kathy Hochul. She cutting them off too.
But she's not gonna be able to withstand that Democrat socialist movement. She'd retire first and let somebody take over her position before she stand up to them. In my opinion.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think we're all saying the similar thing, but what I guess we're saying is this, right? It still has to run its course, and it's just started. So you know how people like to jump on fads and things. What I'm saying is Mamdani winning, and the problem is the people that are voting are the most like people with the that hate the country the most. So the people that are showing up to vote are the people that want to see the shit burn, is what I'm saying.
And it's fantastic. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I went to New York last month on my birthday, like around July 14, 15. I said, damn, nothing but a bunch of foreigners and immigrants. Where all the damn black people at? Even like going past my old projects, I said, where all the damn black people up? Yeah.
In Charlotte.
And the same thing, like that dude in Michigan, the Muslim dude, they're trying to do like a Muslim takeover in Dearborn. So he won a little primary, but
it's been done.
Them black folks ain't really. They pressing him now and saying that he African American, he got Egyptian roots. So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have a few of them slip through, but once people get catch, it's like you said. I said it's gonna probably last about 2 or 3 more years. And then when it starts failing, it's gonna go back to Republican, Democrat again. It's gonna wash itself out.
I think you're missing it because the economy is so bad for the people that they're representing. These are more or less what I call the undermen. They don't really have much of value to mainstream employment, and so they're always going to be drawn to vote for more and more government. Hell, they just voted for a rent freeze, man. Economically, that doesn't make sense, but they voted for it anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying. Hold on, let me go ahead and frame one of whoever's trying to get in. You go ahead, and then I'll go after you.
No, I'm just responding to what he was saying, like everybody was moving towards. Everybody's moving to Charlotte and South Carolina. That's where all the New Yorkers moving to.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Misery, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I can tell you now, it's gonna take us at least 10 to 15 years to clear up all this bullshit they're doing in Washington State. Like it's not going to be no overnight thing or whatnot. And that's just to get it closer to the middle, not even back to the middle where it was back in, say, 2007. So, but it's not going to be a quick thing, because once these socialist movements get their roots into your state, it's hard as hell to root them the hell out if possible. And everybody like free shit, so long as they keep saying we gonna give you this stuff free, oh, they gonna keep on voting for these dumbasses.
But and that's the problem that I'm saying, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's we're allowing too many. Let me be careful when I say this. I don't understand why people that don't qualify for things are voting for things that are going to hurt them, right? And this is why I think we have to get economics taught on from elementary school to adults, right? I think every city should have like just a free, economics class, basic economics, at your library or something, but so people can understand how the system's actually supposed to work, because you have all this propaganda for socialism, right? And people are trying to make capitalism this evil thing. And people don't understand about, fiat money and what fiat money is, and economic cycles and interest rates and how this shit works, bro. And, living below your means. That's why shit is so fucked up. People don't understand how money is supposed to work. And so what happens is you get poor people blaming the rich people for understanding the system. And I think with a much better understanding, now you have people that can pull themselves out of poverty, pull themselves out of less financial situations. Of course, not most, but more people, right? Because now you actually understand it's not you're being picked on. It's not that the system's fucked up. It's just that you're not using the system properly that's available to everybody.
Yeah, but
most importantly, you're making poor economic and financial decisions with the money that you do have.
Yeah, now, but you got to take in kind of consideration the fact that inflation and things are going up. Like, if you give somebody go to school and get a good education, get a trade, they try to do the same thing that their parents did back in 2001. The house, that was 200,000 now is 650,000. It's like you can't keep up no matter how hard you're working, what you do, working 2 jobs. That's what the main problem people are talking about. No matter what I do, education, I ain't got no kids, I don't do no drugs, everything I'm doing, everything I'm supposed to say, society supposed to do, but I'm still falling behind. That's why people are so disgruntled.
I think a large part of that is because most people from one generation to the next, they're starting over anew. Their parents aren't passing down any connections, maybe not much in terms of money. So they're starting anew. Each generation starts over anew. As I said, Donald Trump, his dad was in real estate. He became in real estate. My mother was a social worker. I was a software developer. There is no, there's just no, no building blocks between the two. I had to start anew. Luckily, she was a landlord, so I learned landlording from her. But that's what I see, at least from many, many Black Americans. Whatever they're doing, no one else has done it before them that could have given them the foundation, typically. So they're starting anew, no connections.
What you saying from a positive aspect or what?
I'm saying it's a negative aspect. Again, like,
hold on, that's what I'm at. So I understand. You're saying if they're doing something positive, it's never been someone before them to do it. They're the first person to do something positive in their generation is what I'm asking for clarity.
Not necessarily positive. That's not what I'm saying. Like, again, like, if your dad was in construction and it would be a natural progression for you to go off into construction. You would inherit all the connections. You would inherit all the connections and stuff like that from your father. But if you decide to go be an artist or an actor, all of the connections that your dad had from construction is all for naught. If you go in any of those convenience stores, the bodegas as they call them in Brooklyn, where I live part-time, you'll see the children working in the store. Rick Chow's son, remember Rick Chow? His son worked in his store. Hell, he was there in the store the day that the event occurred. That's like legacy knowledge being passed down. The blacks, by and large, don't have that. They're
That's
the
not
first.
true.
Well, I didn't say, absolutely, but I'm saying in general, look at what's going on at Howard University. Look at the women that are funding those, their children to go there. These are poor people themselves spending $65,000 a year in college. For college at a mid-tier at best university. They're not building off of what their parents did. They're starting anew, trying to learn something and get a job. I don't think America is set up that way.
And you know who those parents are? Them parents. I live in DC. Them parents are the
I live in DC. I'm in DC right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm in Ivy City, about to go walk in the Trader Joe's.
I'm in Congress
same
Heights.
parents, them same parents are the ones who got laid off, 600,000 lost their jobs up there now, like in they mid to late 40s, a little bit older than us.
And a lot of those blacks who are government workers, and again,
Yeah.
you can't pass down a government job. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get your child a government job, but there's nothing being passed down there. There's no legacy of connection, anything like that. And you live in DC, so you know better than anybody.
Yeah.
As soon as your mama or daddy retire from the government, the connections are gone.
Well, you can't. You can't really pass that stuff down. That's just like a new. Like I moved here in 2014. I think I was 2014, and rent when I came up here, rent was like $800-900 a month. Now the same places I moved out of, like 6-7, them places $2,000.
Yeah.
And I was living a life, 28, 29, doing, living, going out every night, doing it good. But you can't do that no more. Because, things are like damn near 3 times more. Damn near 12, 13 years done passed. So that's the thing. Working the same job, you had 12 years ago, you can't really afford it. And food going up, those like the basic necessities in life. And that's the main thing people are crying about, just the food.
Yeah, but Eric,
the gas.
Eric,
Go
let
ahead.
me say this, Eric. That's what I'm saying, though, right? So that's a part of inflation and a part of other things that's why I say if we incorporate the economics aspect of it, and then people start understanding how the cycles work, you understand your what do you call it? Your feast and famine aspect of when you can spend money, when you need to save money, right? And the traits.
Democrat will never be elected again
Where for what?
if they teach financial literacy. That'll kill the Democratic Party.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. More outside of politics.
It's a whole lot. That's gonna kill a whole lot of people. That's alleged votes, basically, for the.
You're assuming that people would talk and would be able to understand it and implement it. Like, man, bro, we got an IT problem.
But that's what I'm saying. So and that's why I'm saying I don't think that would be a problem, because, like I said, I don't think it will be most people that would be able. It wouldn't be a flip of where everyone just whatever. I think though you get a nice 5 to 10% bump though of people, and then now you have enough voters to understand, hey man, this ain't a quote unquote candidate as much as it is this financial issue or this financial issue or this fucking this cycle, or this inflation, this is stagnation, this is all these different things, right? So understanding how your local economics are affected to the national, to the global, and all these different things. I just think that's like I said, knowledge is power. And for us, the biggest dearth I see in the black community is, as much as education is touted, it's on shit that's not the important shit. Shout out to Eric, as Eric was saying, right, bro? If you understood how much the price of oil or the lack of oil or restriction in oil is going to affect all of your groceries, it's going to affect food prices and all this shit, bro. They talking about beef about to be $8 a pound, bro.
Yeah, corn too. People forget about corn, and that's an important thing too.
Corn, wheat, all these again, and people, because like I said, those aren't things that just used to feed you. It's used to feed the fucking meat and the protein that you eat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But so shout out to you, brother, for pointing it out. And that's what I'm saying. So when the people are actually understanding, right? You know what I mean? And they have a better understanding of how that whole system works. And I think this is purposely done though, because I told y'all, man, it's just a whole nother thing. I don't want to turn it into a 10-4 Tuesdays, but they're purposely dumbing down society, man, because it's easy to control. People now are just living in TikTok fantasy land and getting high and gambling and all. Again, all the shit they're approving, bro, is distractions.
Yeah, trying to get fast money.
Have you ever thought it could be the other way around?
I appreciate you, brother, for coming through, man. From Misery, brother. Come back anytime, brother.
I mean, we brought in millions of people from very low IQ countries. You have to dumb it down for them. I just had a girl. She's renting a room for me right now. She's black. We educated her all the way up through the 12th grade, giving her the ability to go to college, whatever, for free. She couldn't even get a job at Chipotle, man. I published a video on my channel. She said, I don't even know how to do math. And a black woman turned her down for employment and hired Spanish women instead.
Yeah, hold on.
Like, this is an IQ problem.
Hold on, John. So, John, wait.
Yeah.
So you saying she was an immigrant?
She was Black American, but she couldn't even compete with the immigrants for a damn job at Chipotle in the ghetto. Because you know, think about that, man. Like, you know, we got an IQ problem, so we got to simplify the country. It'll put cash registers that basically do all the work. You know, it does all the counting for you and all that. But even with all that, she still couldn't get a job as a cashier at Chipotle.
Yeah, but that would, but John, that would be. I think that would be a one-off. That wouldn't be the standard, brother. But
you telling me that there are a lot of kids all across America that we've
No. I was about to get to that point. So I need to lean into that because you did bring up a decent point though that needs to be addressed. That's another thing too. Especially in that area because it's not just DC, it's Baltimore. Baltimore is like one of the worst offenders, right? So you have these people not people, but these kids, these children that are going all the way through the fucking K through 12 school system, and these motherfuckers can't read, write, do math or nothing. But that is more so on the parents than the motherfucking school system because why the fuck is you a parent don't know that your kid can't read at fucking 17, 18 years old?
Well, I think, you know, ultimately the parents, you have to look at it. The parents probably are making a legitimate, reasonable, you know, assessment of their child and say, hell, they don't think much of them. Hell, so the school system couldn't get much out of them. Hell, it is what it is.
And I think
I deal with poor people all the time. You'd be amazed at like the apathy that they have toward their children. They know the score.
John, I can't. John, I grew up poor, bro, and I'm highly intelligent, brother. I'm highly intelligent. I'm highly capable. So I can't buy that, right?
I'm just saying that there's an element of within and I can only speak for blacks. Within the blacks, they clearly seem to be making an assessment of their children and saying he ain't worth a damn.
It's not an assessment being made at all. That's my argument, and my pushback is there's not an assessment, not even an assessment. There's no care being given and attention being paid to the child from poor parenting. So poor parents is not he could just whatever. I think poor parents from the literal sense and from the figurative sense, where being poor as in like literally poor from a financial standpoint, but then poor from an attitude in parenting, which sometimes coincide. What I'm saying is they don't give a fuck about their kids, so they never even step in to fix any deficiencies or first off even recognize a deficiency, bro. Like I have regular conversations with my son, right? And certain little things I ask him or whatever, so on and so forth. If my son can't answer a certain question, I'm asking him, well, why don't you know this and whatever, so on and so forth. I just learned this, John Gall. I don't know if you know this. John Gall, they don't teach kids geography anymore.
What?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they don't teach kids, at least in Florida and Jacksonville, they don't teach kids geography anymore. They combine it with either I guess like history, or they say they
American studies, like studies and all that. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they combine it. But geography is no longer a thing. At least maybe he's in ninth grade, so maybe it's something that be an older class. But that's something that we knew. For us, geography was included in social studies in elementary school.
And we had cursive.
They don't let you longitude and latitude. Like
we had cursive writing and all that. And I just read an article. I read an article like last week. I look it up. It's not just it's education is taking a dip down across the board across America, and because they had a study from Stanford University saying that the professors had to pull back on some of the curriculum because the new students coming in having a hard time comprehending that stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
and
they're destroying it from within inside.
That's one level below a damn Ivy League. So it's like they're the top 20 in the Ivy League. Stanford like a 20.
That's one of the top. PWIs.
Way up here, but So across the board,
that's what we're saying. But that's what I'm telling you. And I don't think enough. When people say it's conspiracy theory and you just no, bro. I told all of this shit, bro. It's to dumb down fucking society. I told not necessarily y'all, but shout out to my audience. Everybody's here know this, bro. I've been saying this for 3 years now. When they started the whole, everything was, the vertical videos and, 30 seconds to 90 seconds and that's it, or so on and so forth. Bro, that is an attack on you know, intelligence. That's an attack on the attention span. That's an attack on different things. But like I said, humans don't understand humans. So motherfuckers just, you know, just cool with being entertained, getting instant gratification, getting a dopamine rush, and going about their day and being, you know, and being stuck all day. So it was another study that talked about how you know, hell, social media is becoming similar to an actual drug addiction. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's just so many things that are against us that people don't fucking understand or realize, man, because you know, nobody does this shit other than, you know.
I think the bigger thing, like, if people were to be honest, you know, like, there are a lot of people more or less just going through the motions, getting paid a lot of money for educating these kids. For example, the police, they're, you know, just going through the motions, overlooking crime because they, you know, on orders from on high, just looking past crime. Judges letting criminals go, and they're all getting paid, and there's no incentive to say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? How's this kid getting to the 12th grade can't read? You know, because ultimately you might come to the conclusion that some children probably don't need no more than about a 5th or 6th grade education. They prepare them to go work somewhere. It's not a problem. Most people are going to work anyway, warehouses, wherever. We need those people, and far better them to do it than have automation come and take their place because they're unwilling to do it. But that's an uncomfortable truth there, because who would be willing to say, hey, my child don't need to go to school to the 12th grade. He only could have to go to the 9th grade or the 8th grade. That's enough for him. Go to the fields.
How many
people gonna say that?
Well, no, I think I agree with you there too, right? To a degree, because I think a lot of these parents look at their kids as a burden, especially when they can no longer get money for them at 18, right? So especially from an impoverished parent, right? Because, you know, I think they look at that from that standpoint. But I just don't. It's not just the poor people either, man. It's not just the poor people. It's non-poor kids that are coming up and affecting these numbers negatively also. So just focusing on the poor aspect of it, you know what I mean? That's a part of the problem.
But the poor ones are the ones that, in my opinion, are like the carcass that everyone is feeding off of. You tell them to lie, hey, go to college, you'll be successful, and then a bullshit college like Howard University will charge them $65,000 a year.
Oh, you can't tell these black people that ain't a creme de la creme top of the line.
Right.
You can't tell them that. They will fight.
You're feeding on the carcass by overcharging these poor blacks who probably at best should be in trade school or community college or probably working. They're going to school in one of the most expensive cities in the country like they're rich white people. That's crazy. And these poor black mamas, because I'm on these Facebook groups, I rent rooms to these Howard students. Their poor black mamas are scrapping and scraping and sending their children to college to major in sociology. I think that's one of the most popular majors at Howard. It just doesn't make sense, and no one's going to tell the blacks. You spending $65,000 to educate a woman, and I would say Howard is not even in school anymore. Most of the damn people there are women. I think it's 70-30 women. You can't have a school with those skewed up numbers, man.
Yeah, but especially like I said, HBCUs is extremely women heavy, bro. Again, but John, again, man, I know your campaign, brother. I know your ministry, man. You know the shit on the black people and whatever, brother.
Have I shit on anybody?
Well, no. I'm just saying, bro. You actually taking it very light today, John. I appreciate you, brother.
This is me every day.
I know. You taking it. I'm surprised, brother. You have a lot of decorum today. You like, you know what I mean. You ain't, you know what I'm saying. You drinking a little beer earlier. You ain't hit the blunt yet. I
smoked the blunt already.
It's a Sunday, man. So John, hey man, we get relaxed, John, on a Sunday, baby. But nah, man, this is what I'm saying, bro. I feel you, and a lot of the things you're alluding to is this, but it's not just the poor ones though, John. That's my thing, man.
Yeah,
the fact of the matter that it extends beyond the poor people is the problem, right? Yeah. The expectation, and that's why I say I'll never push back on you with the poor people, because you know what I'm saying. Different things, different circumstances, operating out of scarcity and operating out of desperation. Certain people are going to have certain outcomes, but the problem is with us is that a lot of the traits that the poor people have bleeds over to the people that aren't poor. And it's due to a lack of parenting, and to a lack of care, and to a lack of investment into the things that matter most importantly.
Let me ask you this question, and I don't disagree with me. Do you agree though with me when I'm saying that, like, that Howard University is taking advantage of its students, charging them $65,000 for a mediocre education? Would you say that's fair?
No.
If you're paying $65,000 to go to a HBCU, and what is Howard's specialty? I don't know. Is Howard law or what? What's Howard?
The top majors are sociology, social work, stuff like that. They don't have an engineering class. They don't have an engineering department. Of any
Can I answer, Mr. Fantastic? Can I answer?
Go ahead, Ashton. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, to be fair, John, to your question, like, I was always taught, you only go to school if you got a scholarship. Like, you dumb the motherfucker if you paying, you get what I'm saying, like tuition and shit. Well, not tuition, but like the full.
I get what you're saying.
Like, if I was to go to school, I would go for ball, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I never understood why people go and pay like a full $65,000 or $40,000.
But if you're willing to agree, if you're willing to admit or agree that Howard is basically fleecing their students, then you basically are agreeing with the point that I'm making, that blacks, and I'm using them in particular, are just being fleeced. They're like a big carcass.
No, they're not. No, they're
okay,
not.
show me some $65,000 to go to Howard, and you're not getting fleeced.
They're not. They got other options.
Someone said Howard has a great business program. I worked at Fannie Mae in DC. They would not hire Howard business students. Those are the facts.
They got other options. That's all I can say. They can shop it. Same way they shop the price on everything.
My question is, but John, my question is, like, you getting fleeced regardless if you're not going off scholarship, correct? Like, that's what I always know.
I mean, you know, if I had a very intelligent, there are a lot of people that pay for their child's education. If he doesn't get, you know, a full scholarship, they got to pay for someone.
I got to see, John. I didn't do the research, brother. Who paying $65,000 to go to Howard, brother? I just looked at it, brother. It's $37,996, bro. So
he came over here and tried to pull the banana and tailpipe on us.
Hold on.
$38,000.
Hold on. Howard, according to what I've been reading, I've been on all these groups. They're telling their parents it's $64,000 for a full year. I guess they're including housing and stuff like that. And
you know PhD would be lying.
And I know because I rent to a lot of Howard students because Howard has more or less
no. Shout out to you. No, you're right. No, hold on. My bad. Hold on. He got it right. Hold on. So that's the $38,000 is the base. Then a mandatory fee of $1040. Housing on campus. I guess you have to live on campus. And then food and meal plan. So yeah. So when combining tuition, mandatory fees, housing, and food, the total direct cost bill to the university is $60,084 per year. So I apologize, brother. I stand corrected.
So this one I'm saying. And this one I'm saying. This is what they pay. Like I'm seeing low class, middle class parents. Probably first generation professional job parents got a government job and they're scrapping. And I think Howard puts them on payment plan like $2,900, $2,700 a month, depending on how much scholarship. Man, these people probably can invest that money in a business in their child for their child.
But ain't that on the parent though?
Any ambition?
Yeah, but actually, it's part and parcel. So not actually, it's two parts. So everybody, because like Howard is the name, right? So HBCU. Alumni, all this shit, so on and so forth. So I understand what he's saying, but yeah, if you're paying $60,000 to go to fucking Howard, bro, and let's see, their most prestigious program is, you saying a business program? Or what's
No. I said the top majors at Howard are social work, sociology,
what are the top
psychology.
majors in Howard? What is this?
Sociology, psychology, social work, blah blah blah. I know. I read.
But ain't that on the parent though, Mr. Fantastic? If they agree to pay for that shit, like I wouldn't let my child go on the. I can't blame the student for that. That's the parent.
Well, you know, one of the things that Donald Trump has done, which has caused a lot of problems at Howard, is he's limited the plus loans and things like that, which may serve to help the poor blacks who are going into debt to send their child to school for sociology. Trump is limiting some of that, and that's what's causing a lot of problems at Howard. Because Howard,
white people too, though, John.
But what I'm saying, but again, we can talk about white people till we blue in the face. But again, there's a large element of black.
No, so I was right.
There's a large element.
So John, you see, you I ain't saying you selling me snake oil, brother. But I was saying, I thought so. Howard is known for law, bro. So Howard is like the black Harvard. So they got the best engineering program.
No,
I'm looking at it, brother. Like I said, because in my head, listen. When you said that, immediately came to my mind. I thought it was law. Howard law. Right?
Google the top majors at Howard. Google the top majors. What do people graduate?
Okay, I'm telling you, and it's saying it's telling me
what
right
are the most popular majors? Google the most popular majors at Howard.
It's not just the majors. Look what I'm saying.
So it's saying snake oil, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, so top 5 most popular majors: biology, biological sciences, psychology, political science and government, journalism and communications, and business administration and finance.
Okay,
Well,
now
Howard
here's the
University is known for, just real quick, let me finish. The top producer of black doctorates. So the most doctorates come out of Howard.
And what are those
Foundation is the
doctorates
top-
in? What are
I
those
got you.
doctorates in?
Top producer of African American undergraduates who go on to earn PhDs in science and engineering. The Black Harvard legacy is historically recognized for the pinnacle elite black higher education, shaping global leaders, civil rights icons, and policymakers, elite professional pipelines.
Are you reading this from their
university-wide-
website?
No,
Or
I'm
this
reading it
AI?
from Google. I'm reading it
Okay,
from Google.
so,
Yeah.
okay, so of course it's going to be favorable to them.
Well, no, you're right. It is coming from fucking Howard. When I look at the thing, so hold on. You're right. It came from Howard. So yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, look at the top majors. You can't expect a school that's overwhelmingly women to have engineering degrees as the top major. It's going to be sociology, psychology. They just announced a master of social work.
Yeah,
catering
political
to
science. Yeah, poli sci and psychology are probably it has the highest ones. So
Hold on. What they just announced a new program recently, a master of social work catering to the black experience, or something to that effect. You can Google it. And you mentioned law, and here's what I tell you: you don't have to go to Howard for undergrad to go to Howard Law. I rent to a lot of people, foreigners, who end up going to Howard Medical School. These things are true. They're Indians and stuff like that who will attend Howard Medical School because it's cheaper than going to Georgetown or going to GW. This is what I've seen. I don't know how it is about the law. I haven't had many foreigners going to the law program, but I have had many Indians working at Howard Hospital and going to university there. So I bet you that the majority of the people graduating from Howard Hospital, Howard Law, Medical School, there's disproportionately not black. I guarantee you that.
Okay.
But the undergrad is where they're getting fleeced, $64,000. And so again, I asked you, the president of Howard knows that degree is not worth it, yet he continues to charge him. This is what I'm saying. Everybody's feeding on the carcass of blacks, even Howard University. If you're familiar with Howard University, you will know that Howard can't even house its students on campus because they've sold off most of their property or leased it up to high-end developers because Howard is in a nice area. It's probably the only HBCU in a nice area. These things are true. And so Howard has to move their students all the way to Prince George's County, which is now the ghetto. Not many of the Howard parents are happy about that. They thought their child would be living in DC. And I would say the only reason people are willing to pay that kind of money to go to Howard is because it gives them easier access or entree to the government jobs here in DC. That's what Howard is charging for, entree to the government jobs right here in DC. That's my opinion.
But I still don't think they've been finessed. They're signing up for it. They got other options.
But they're being told
I
that Howard
agree,
is...
John. If you signing up for it and you know you getting fucked,
You
I can't
knew
be,
what you were signing up for.
I can't be mad
You
at
signing your
that.
child up for
I agree with what you're saying though, John. Like I get it, but I mean I can't be mad at it.
I mean, I ain't saying, that they don't do it. I'm saying everybody's fleecing blacks. But from the bodega owner up to the Howard University, where they know these kids are damn near probably starting in remedial classes. I guarantee you that Howard is offering remedial. You know, right now, most of Howard's classes are online. The damn teachers aren't even showing up.
Huh?
That's all teachers.
Huh? Yeah? Like you paying $64,000 and the parents are complaining that the whole semester of classes will be online.
I mean,
everybody's in the game of fleecing these people, man.
But John, you can't add that to fleecing. You got to add that to like the whole COVID situation. Can we be honest?
Okay.
Can we be honest, John? I don't mind having a conversation.
COVID was a fleece.
It was a fleece, but
Okay,
you can't be getting mad at the Zoom call. Like I'm down there having a conversation.
I'm not mad at Howard. I'm not mad at Howard is doing what everybody else is doing. I'm just saying, if you don't realize you're being fleeced, and people.
But most colleges. Okay, well, John, let's take it back off Blake because I'm down to have a conversation. I feel like most people who went to a big college instead of community college got fleeced.
And again, it's all a matter of degrees. But I went to Alabama and I went to Tuskegee.
But you know why you went to Alabama though, John? Can we be honest about that? I'm not a football person. I'm not a football person. I know Alabama is the place to go.
Now Alabama had the program that I was interested in. But again, if I'm gonna get fleeced, at least make the accommodations nice. Make it easy for me to get fleeced. Alabama
but-
at least can fleece you nicely. Howard is giving these people a hard time in fleecing them.
But John, do you get what I'm saying? You know what you were signing up for going to Alabama. You know you could have got hung and some more shit out there. Like let's cut the cap. That ain't the point. That ain't the point. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
No, I didn't think I get hung.
I do. Most people. This is fantastic. You from Florida and Atlanta. When you think of Alabama, don't you think of Mississippi Burning or some shit like that? Let's be honest. Come on now.
Yeah. Maybe Ole Miss.
I done been all through Mississippi, man. Well, the southern Mississippi.
I'm from Memphis, John. So I know, but I'm just saying. Let's be honest. Let's not just put it all on black now. I'm down to have a conversation with you. I like you.
Man, I just talk from a black experience, man. I don't know much about white people. I never really had much experience with them outside of corporate world. I never dated one. Never, So I can't really speak on white people.
I call Cal. I think you done played in the school a couple
why would I
times.
lie to you? I tell you the truth.
You stay on the John.
Man, some days I go weeks. I don't even see white people. I live in the ghetto.
Mr. Fantastic. Stand back. Stand back. On your soul, John. You ain't never played in the snow.
On my mom.
I said, I ain't say your mom. I said on your soul. I want your soul.
Whatever you want me to say, on my soul, man. I have no reason to lie. I don't have anything against it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't got no reason to lie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just had to check your temperature real quick. But no, go ahead, Mr. Fantastic. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, man. Like I said, I think overall, like you said, just the overall, it encompasses everything, right? From the original topic to this. We have to take better authority and an overall control of how everything is going, bro. I just think it's not enough focus on the serious parts. Like, go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I just think at the most crucial levels, black people have to control what we can control and have standards and guidelines and things set in place, right? And then create our own infrastructure, bro, like everybody else does. When the white man, the Asian man, the Arab man, the Indian man, the whatever other man in the fucking country reaches a certain thing, they have a network set up for their child or their successful person to be successful. For us with niggas, bro, I'm telling you, it's just like some, nigga, if you're not this, if you're not that, it's not whatever. I'm only looking out for this. I'm only looking out for that. I'm only looking out for this. I'm only looking out for that. And we're just not in that position and have enough, successful people to be on that type of time, right? When it comes to the criminality aspect, it should be across the board where everybody's like, hey, man, we understand criminality is never going to completely, totally go away. But if you step out of the line of this shit or whatever and you hurt anybody that's not in the game, bro, that's all I ask. Point blank, period. I just think it's very, very simple. I know it's not gonna. It's not. None of this is gonna be overnight. Let me be clear when I say this. None of these things are gonna be overnight, but day one has to start sometime, right? And until we, as a whole, across the board, start day one, it's just gonna keep being as bad as it is and keep snowballing into worse outcomes.
Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sure. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, I ask this question a lot, man. I'm really curious. Like, how many of you guys either live around blacks or do business with blacks? And when I say do live around blacks, I'm talking about, like where, heavily black, like 75.
Yeah, all of I live in a subdivision in Jacksonville, Florida, bro. I say this subdivision is probably, it's got to be predominantly black. Definitely. I can't tell you the percentage. I know it's definitely like 60%, if not more, but at least 60% of my subdivision homeowners in this community, right, are like black.
And then I guess the next follow-up question that I had was, it's two-part. Do you live around blacks? And do you do business with blacks if you own a business, or if you don't own a business, you just consumer? Do you buy a lot of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, if it was a black business or whatever, I mean, I do when I can, but I don't necessarily do a lot of small business things. I guess
going out my way to go find.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of small business things.
Like, let me ask you this question. Does anyone have like a black tradesman that they use?
I mean, John, he kind of like I shop black, but I ain't going out my way. Like
I mean,
it's all 100 miles
you
away.
don't have to
Versus
go out the way
Apple
to get.
50.
You know what a tradesman is, though, right? Plumber,
Yeah,
electrician.
you're talking about
Yeah.
electrical work,
Brick
yard
worker.
work, stuff like that. Well, not yard work, but electrical work, carpentry, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
plumbing, yeah.
Like you know,
Roofing or whatever.
what I found, man, you know, I think this. I ain't gonna say it's easy work, but you know, anyone can get into the trade if they're passionate enough about it, and if you're good enough, you'll be able to transcend your race. Hell, you don't even have to speak English. Look at the Hispanics; they can barely speak English. They dominated the construction industry. I think so many blacks have, poo-pooed those fields because they want to compare themselves to whites and they want to live like white people and be paper pushers. Booker T. Washington talked about this all the way back in the 1800s, and I think it still applies today. Working in a warehouse or doing all this, just manual labor. Blacks, not all, but a lot of blacks feel like that's beneath them now.
I mean, you got to look at the times. You can't, because if you want to get technical, we know we've done everything. It ain't no job we haven't done since we got in America. So after when automation started, like in the 60s and 70s, black people started going to college in mass numbers, like in the 70s and all that. So yeah, that's just a natural progression, expanding, going for big and better things. People look at construction and low jobs like that is just something you just doing. That's kind of like seasonal work. That stuff goes by like the economy. Like right now, you can't
I don't know if
build.
construction is seasonal work, bro. Like I'm talking about people
Because
doing roads.
when people don't have things to buy, when people don't have money to buy homes, the construction stopped. That's what happened during the crisis in
But
08,
people
09.
always renovating homes. People always
Yeah,
fixing homes.
that's fine, but
Painting homes.
you can't renovate yourself to death. So black people always been in those fields. It's just not a high number as like it used to be. So you
But
go in the South, you go to any gas station in the South, any Southern state, after 5, 6 o'clock, you see a bunch of black business F-150s, 250s with Smalls and Sons, Smith and Sons, carpentry, brick mason, home. I'm from South Carolina. Like I said, I'm from South Carolina, but you don't see it up in the Northeast, but you see it all in the South after 5 o'clock. Nothing but a bunch of, trucks and big 250s and all the big old
I
trucks
think
do that type of work.
I think this is one of the reasons why blacks complain about gentrification. Is one of the reasons why I've been able to buy, the properties that I bought at such cheap prices. That, I bought mostly I bought every house I bought from black people, and every one of them was run down. Older black people, by and large, that ran their houses down. There was no one in the neighborhood that knew how to do a little plumbing and knew how to do a little drywall, or maybe they didn't have the money to do it. Their nephews, their grandsons, no one was there to maintain the house, so you end up getting their houses at discounts. In some cases, very severe discounts, and that is the crux of gentrification that no one wants to talk about. Is that the blacks in many cases are owning homes that they have not maintained for 20, 30 years, however long they've owned it.
It happens. A lot of people do that. A lot of people got work and get homes, and they bought them back in the 1980s, and they just been sitting, got floor model TVs. That's just how people live. They don't have kids to work for damn.
John, I ain't finna play with you. White people be on hoarders all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about hoarding. I'm not talking about hoarding.
Listen, it's a reason why all them tax sales and all that stuff is top secret. Because back in the days, you could look in the newspaper and go to tax
I've never
sales.
bought a tax sale. I'm talking about houses that are just for sale, though, right? Like,
listen, I'm saying wholesaling, all that's in the same category. Wholesaling, tax sales.
I don't think so.
I mean, renovated properties. People just want to get rid of it. Abandoned homes. That stuff is top secret because it's not an abundance like how it used to be. You can't find homes. So go ahead.
Here's what I say. I bet you that, and definitely in DC, I know DC still. You probably can get a house in my neighborhood as long as it ain't fixed up for half the price. Because no one wants to go into a ghetto and fix up a house. So you're really the only one looking for unfixed up houses.
Yeah, but
Houses
it
that need
ain't too
work.
much. It ain't this ain't 1989
I'm
or
telling you, it
1993.
applies. It still applies the same today, from what
Okay,
I see.
a shell
I'm
home
not
in
talking about.
DC.
I'm not talking about a shell. I'm saying a grandmama house where your grandmama lives.
That's a shell,
Nobody's.
sir. I'm
No,
saying
I'm
I'm
not
about to
talking about
tell
a
you.
shell. I'm not talking about a tear down or a good job. I'm talking about one that still has good bones, but the
Okay.
kitchen cabinets, the kitchen sink is from the
Okay.
80s. No one knew how to replace the kitchen cabinet. No one knew how to replace the kitchen
Yeah,
sink.
but John, the problem.
But yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
stop
you
there.
keep
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
the problem with that, John. The problem with that, John, is again, like you said, bro. You don't need as many specialists and as many tradesmen as you do because you got a lot of DIY information out now, bro. So you can, I mean, you know what I'm saying? As long as you don't need a permit, as long as you don't need a permit to do it, man, a lot of people are doing a lot of things themselves
Yeah.
because it's cheaper. So I feel what you're saying, but then too, like you said, the tradesmen are limited, right? And then being that you got to think about it, right? So the tradesmen cost more, and the tradesmen are booked more because it's less of them and there's way more houses. So especially if you're talking in a place like Florida, bro, they're putting up a brand new fucking subdivision like every other month down here still, despite the
Yeah.
fucking the stalling
Despite the economy,
housing market.
And what
That's
they
right.
do and
There's
what
always
they do
building.
what they doing now, let's say like if man tax just said they putting up a new apartment what they do, they'll build like let me say 300 apartments. They'll put 20 of them with them little vouchers, like almost like Section 8 for like 20% of low income people, and the other 80% of people to pay regular rent. They put them up cheap. They put the little fake hardwood floors, fake cabinets, the fake granite top, and put $1,800 for the people who got money, and they'll put like $1,000 for people with low income with the vouchers. That's what they're doing now because they know everybody can't afford it.
Man, I
So
had
them
JP.
places don't really be that nice. They look new. They just cheaply thrown
Yeah,
together.
I didn't mean to mention
Yeah, that's
JP,
all.
but I had JP on my panel one time, and I'm not criticizing, I'm not talking about it. I showed him what the Section 8 payment standards are in DC. I would bet that there's probably very few people that, even if they could pay it in the chat or on the panel, would pay it to live next door to me. The Section 8 standards in DC, I think it's about $6,200 for a 4-bedroom. So if you want to put your house on Section 8, you make it a 4-bedroom. So if it was originally a 3, you turn the dining room or the basement into a bedroom. You can rent it to the government for $6,200, I think.
$6,200.
Yeah, John. I want to always ask you about that.
So hold on. So hold on. I'll get to that. So my question to you again, to the panel: how many of the people in the chat on the panel can and would pay $6,200 for a 4-bedroom row house in the ghetto?
Nobody's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why the fuck would I do that, John?
But the government is doing it. But the government is doing it.
But what
And
I'm
so the
telling
government
John,
is,
what I'm
hold
saying,
on.
like I said,
But the government is putting the JP, and I'm using him for effect, just so you know who I'm talking about, next
who's
door to
JP?
me. Don't worry about it. A welfare person. Let's just say a welfare person. They're putting the and I don't have anything against him. I talk to him on the phone time to time. They're putting welfare people, and these people have preference over working class people. They'll put them next door to me. The benefit that they have is that city buses and things like that run all night long. They're close to all the infrastructure. I'm 2 blocks from the train station. The working class man, he got to go further out to live because he can't afford to live in the city because the government has basically priced him out.
But what
These
DC does,
things are bad.
John, what DC do, they do the vouchers in DC, and they only go up to a certain amount.
I just
And
told you the
land
4-bedroom amount is
yeah,
$6,200.
I got you. But yeah, but you're not gonna get a girl with 3 and 4 kids. She's not gonna do that.
What?
They gonna get. Listen, I'm about to tell you.
Sir, I got to stop you right there. Woman definitely love a nigga with 4 kids. Let's
Yeah,
stop.
bro.
Listen,
if she got 4 kids, that costs that much, bro. She got no choice, fam. She's taking that all day.
With no kids, like a nigga with 4 kids.
A woman that has 3 or more kids, brother, she's gonna take that offer every day and twice on Sundays.
I understand, but 6,200. He talking about Foggy Bottom, but these like upscale
No, I'm
areas.
not. No, bro. Hold
That
on.
person, hold on. That person is not taking no. That person who owns that property.
That's right. See, he making my point.
Take it.
That's right. Because a 4-bedroom in Foggy Bottom would probably be $10,000, but a 4-bedroom in the ghetto, coming out of your own pocket to pay, probably be
25 to 3.
But the government, to entice you to rent to ghetto people, because DC doesn't have many housing projects like New York City, so the government, DC, leans on private landlords to house their poor. by way of Section 8. So they got to juice that Section 8 number up to really entice you to get their poor off the street.
Yeah, they'll do.
I once had a lady.
3,000. They'll do.
Listen, I once had a lady, man. I'm telling you.
So it's a question though. So how does that affect the normal housing market? Then?
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's a good question. You should understand economics. If the government is paying an exorbitant rate for rent, what does that do to the rental rates?
That's what I'm asking. So what is the civilian?
I want you to deduce. Okay, hold on. I want you to deduce it. If the government says I'll pay 62, then what does that do to the private market rates?
It hurts it. It raises it.
Why does it raise it? Because people are now
that's what the government is paying.
Because people are now chasing the government dollar. They're saying, I don't want somebody that works. I want somebody that lays up on welfare all day. I once had a tenant that paid $1 and the government paid the rest. Those are the best tenants. They don't want to work. The government said, hey, if you're not working, we'll pay all of your rent. And she had to pay $1. Those are the best tenants from a Section 8 standpoint. It may not be the best neighbors, but they are the best tenants. And so you're seeing by this example of how the government distorts the rental market. And I'll tell you a story. I used to own an apartment building, and the black lady is a ghetto-ass apartment building. The black lady was like, I'm about to move. She was so happy. She was pregnant. And the government, the government has rules on if you have 2 male children, they can only be in the same bedroom until they're like 7, 8 years old. Then they have to have their own bedroom. So if you're on Section 8, once those children hit a certain age, you get upgraded. Your voucher gets upgraded to 4-bedroom, whatever. So she was happy as hell because she was now about to go from a 3-bedroom house to a 4-bedroom. She lost the baby. And she was so sad. And I said, oh my God, I'm so sad you lost that baby. She said, I got to keep living here. She was madder that she had to keep living in that ghetto-ass apartment than she lost her baby. And what I'm pointing out to you is that it has stripped her of her humanity. And this is what you're seeing in Black America, honestly. They're like slaves to welfare. They don't have any, they've lost a lot of humanity.
Yeah, a lot of black people ain't doing as bad as like you look at like welfare and stuff. You would think black people be damn near the way people talk 70-80%, but I mean I looked it up a little while ago. I think it's like 18% of black people on welfare, 18 to 23%, something like that. But you would think. But everybody's struggling, man. All races these days, Hispanics, whites, everybody. So,
but bro, the Hispanics and other cultures, man, like they come to America and a 1-bedroom apartment, they feel like they can put 5 people in there.
Yeah,
that's how they were living in their country, man.
That raises people don't talk that
raises rent too.
That raises rent too. So that's another
also
thing.
allows them to save money, right? I interviewed a Hispanic man. He called me. It's on my channel. Collectively, they bring in $500,000 into their home. Hispanics, all working. Living in a 2-bedroom, 7 men. Ain't no Americans doing that shit. White people may not have to do it per se, but blacks probably need to have to go back to that type of model for them to achieve any success in this country. They got to double up, triple up in rooms. I just rented a room to an Indian lady today. It's going to be her and another girlfriend renting a room going to college at JW. They're doubling up, man. It's the third world way.
I mean, I agree with you, John, but my issue is like, can we honestly admit that we weren't taught to move like I was taught to move like that, like move, double up, but most black people weren't taught like that.
Well, you're seeing it now.
And I agree with you though, John.
You got to learn on the fly, right, bro? Like,
yeah, but John, let be honest. Most people, just like we talk about these women, just like these niggas, they too old and they too stuck in their ways. Like, let's be honest. Like if we don't start, I don't mind starting with you, but we gotta be honest.
I guess it's over for them then. Listen, man, look, like anybody drive Uber up here, bro? You know Uber is like a 12-hour driving limit, right? And shit, these damn immigrants share a bedroom and share a car. That damn car going 24 hours a day. Americans just aren't hustling like that, man. You know, our living standards are probably too high. We've imported to the third world in here that and sell fruit on the street corners. If I tried to do that, no American's gonna buy them fruit from me.
We shouldn't have to go that low though. We shouldn't have to live in a gig economy hustle. It's a first world country.
It is
We
what it is.
shouldn't
It's
live
what it's
like
been,
third
man.
world, you know?
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong working a little side gig when you need, you got a full-time job, but this is America, man. This is the most powerful nation on the planet. We
You have
shouldn't
to
have to
adapt,
go that
man.
low just to live comfortably. Have to be a minimum.
Oh,
Say
shit.
who?
I feel like people that's like a defeatist mindset. Like you done gave up. When you just kind of throw in a towel, I'm gonna drive Uber, I'm gonna sell fruit. I'm gonna do DoorDash, because there ain't nothing else out here. I'm gonna just give up, and that's just what life is.
I mean,
I can't
he
live
ain't
that.
saying give up though, bro. He's saying that's they start.
Get in
I'm
where you fit
saying though,
in.
but
Get
yeah,
in
I'm
where you
just
fit
saying, but
in.
yeah, I'm just saying that we're not supposed to be living like that at all.
Hey,
Not in
man,
this
listen.
country.
Hey,
Because
man, listen.
if that's the case, I can move to a third world country.
No,
If I
you
can't
can't.
afford.
No, you can't. They already. No, you
do
I'm
not
can't. They
saying,
got
move
their
over there,
network for.
sir.
No, they,
I
bro. Like
might
you
as
have
well.
been to
No.
you have been to a third
Listen.
world country.
Yeah, I've been.
You have
To,
been.
yeah, I have. Yeah, I met. But
Okay.
you got some. But all third world countries aren't as bad as people make it.
Sure. Sure.
You can get you a little condo on the beach, in a nice part of town.
And if
You
they
make
catch
you.
your black ass outside, you good and gone. Listen.
No, sir. You know that Avatar. That's right there. That's me in Brazil in the favelas. It ain't as bad as people think. I'm just saying, but it's nice parts everywhere in the world. 30, 40 grand. If you can make that work with a little online, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, you can live a pretty decent life without no stress. I mean, if you got to go through all these hoops in your own country, you might as well move someplace else and just stay there for like 9 months out of the year, or do something, because it's insane living
Yeah,
like third world immigrants.
but again, as I say to the black people, that's more or less what I know best. Cash down your buckets where you are. You're gonna find out that there's so many ways to make money off your own people because everyone else is doing it, and their desire is probably to do business with black people. They would love to go buy their Lucy's and cigarettes from black people, gas, liquor, and shit from other black people. Right now,
That's just one market. You talk about that convenience.
shit, that's 3 or 4 markets. There's liquor, that's a necessity. You could say liquor more or less is a necessity. I think you would agree with that. Gas is a necessity. Convenience stores are more or less a necessity in the ghetto. And then you'd be amazed at all the profit centers downstream from there. Like, I know it's illegal, but everybody else is doing it. Food stamps and stolen shit. And, on and on it goes. That's
that
part
black
of the
market,
business.
yeah, all that underground.
The black gray market, all of that. But again, if you don't want to do it, then someone will come into your community and do it, and that's what the blacks are. Someone's coming into their community, and these are very profitable businesses that could potentially change the direction of someone's lives, a whole family, like Rick Chow. But the blacks don't want to do it. They're just consumers, so it is what it is.
Yeah, man. With that being said, bro, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, bro.
All right.
No problem.
Indeed.
What's y'all? Yeah, man. We just gotta control what we can control, bro. You know what I mean? For lack of better terms, I guess. I know it seems very cliche and simple, but controlling the stuff you can control is the beginning of everything. And again, RP to the young brother. I think it's William Leapart was his name. RP to him. Whatever the circumstances was that he lost his life, man. It wasn't warranted. You know what I'm saying? For all intents and purposes. And we got to do better. And we got to start setting boundaries and things for the people that are operating outside the norms. But anyway, man, appreciate y'all pull up on me, bro. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. That's that on that one. Catch y'all on the next one. Holla, we out.